Hello and welcome, everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump in the action, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some cool emotes. Lastly, if you're interested in joining any games like this one, we do have open slots available. Be sure to reach out to me and let me know. We have an open slot in this game, in the Tuesday early game. Tuesday evening got all of its slots filled, right?
Unless we got someone new I don't know about.
Tuesday evening also has an open slot, and I think that is everybody. Yeah, we only have 3 slots available right now, I think.
Every other Saturday.
Every other Saturday, your guys's.
Yes, because Ken left, so...
Oh, I thought you guys were keeping that locked and not opening. Oh, yeah, then we have another one available in that one as well. So, I'll add that to my to-do list on advertisements. Perfect. So, I think that's going to be everything. Now, unfortunately, this game is happening on Saturday the 14th, not Friday the 13th, which would be much more suitable for the spoopy atmosphere that we find ourselves inside of. But given the spirit of the game, we're still going to be keeping that same energy. And because it's been about a month since our last session, I'm just going to give the recap. Where last we left off, the party had ventured out onto the lake, fighting against a couple of sea-like creatures that were abominations in origin. They seem corrupted and shifted from the original state that they were once in, now into more large and predatory-style creatures. You ventured into the waters and started to see that even the plant life seems to be corrupted by the latent magic left here by the supposed Blatera Academy that has one of its segments buried down here at the bottom of the lake. Through a very short, enchanting incident that happened, you all learned that you should not trust the flora or get too close to it, since one of you just started dancing persistently. Was that Monkey or Reese? One of you became charmed by it. Either way, venturing further down into the depths, deeper, 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 you inevitably find one of these cracked slabs of stone that has some weird symbols on it to many of you, but luckily, Reese understood how to listen to music and read music as well, and producing the same sounds with his personal instrument, you were able to follow a trail of these slabs deeper into a trench, where at the bottom of it, you discovered this incredibly large wing of a building down here, buried, covered in coral and algae. As you ventured closer, one of you ended up detecting that there was some magic underneath the sands and started digging. After digging a little deeper, you saw that it was a sword connected to a hand, connected to a creature with many more hands, as the Merilith lunged out and started attacking, slashing, and dicing at you all. It was a quick fight, not without a little bit of harm dealt to you, but then you managed to get into the academy itself. Once inside, you saw that there was this spectral creature floating about. Hiding in order to stay out of sight, you all dashed into numerous different rooms, and they all locked behind you mysteriously. Reese started playing some music that captivated many of the ghosts that still reside inside of this wing of the academy. However, he couldn't stop playing, or else they would start, well, searching and looking around. And even though one of you is accepted here, spirits are not creatures that you trifle with very easily. So, you all came up with a solution. That fancy little music box that you used as a way to captivate the, well, plans of the Spauldings. You recorded the sound of Reese playing the instrument on a perfect loop and let that just wind up and keep going, only having to be rewound and replayed over and over, as Reese has accepted that he will stay back to do that for you all. Oliver McQueen, who has been the scholar escorting you all down here and utilizing you all for protection and, well, helping out a little bit, but for some reason everybody seems to hate him. Probably his attitude problem. Ventured upstairs first, and when he came back down, he seemed significantly more traumatized. With that being said, he was charmed by Reese having his mind altered and rewritten, and decided to go through the other wing to keep helping you guys, so long as it doesn't put him in direct danger. You all began exploring up the stairs, and that is where we last left off. Right now, Sam D, Monkey, and Glenn are all wandering up the stairs. Glenn, of course, in the front, and behind him would be Bart and then Katarine. As you get to the top of the stairs, you look around and you do see that there's a few doors here, but all of them seem locked and shut. More interestingly so than that, there appears to be these portraits on the walls. Many portraits. Glenn, you step to the side, allowing everyone else to step up here and looking around. Bart and Kat stepping to the left, and the three of you stepping to the right. This is where we begin.
Can I look at those portraits and see if any of those if there's like any names under it that would label them?
Sure. You go over to the first portrait, and it's a beautiful scene of what appears to be a very steep slope that comes from a rocky cliff's edge over towards a beach, a shoreline. By the looks of it, the waves seem to be crashing against the shoreline, and there's two individuals seated on the beach, enjoying drink. Interestingly enough, you can see that the one individual inside the portrait seems to be skeletal in nature, no longer alive. The other individual seems healthy, drawn, perfect in nature. Then you look over at the next one, and you see that it appears to be, well, a nursery, where a sickly-looking woman seems to be holding the hand of a skeletal man as they look down over a nice little crib that has a baby lying inside of it. No labels, no nothing, and as you begin looking around, out from your peripheral, I think Samdi? Yeah. You watch as Kat and Bart go over to different portraits looking, and when they touch them, they disappear.
What?
Samdi's the only one that noticed. Glenn, you're fixated, or else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
D is just going to give him an audible, oh. Sorry.
I am way too focused on the picture.
What was that, Somdi?
Bart and Cat disappeared.
I didn't notice. Where did they run off to?
They didn't run. They poofed.
Interesting. I'm sure they'll be back. Glenn, did they say anything to you? Or sorry, Brother Jack, did they say anything to you?
The who now? I'm sorry.
Apparently, Kat and Bart, they ran off, or they poofed off.
I don't know. Simon, you could try that, like, see invisibility thing. Just so focus on this painting.
But it's already been cast since a month ago.
Yeah.
Right. Well, if you don't see them, then I don't know where they went.
They touched the painting.
I'm reaching my hand close to the painting.
So you walk further down the other side of the hall to look at that painting, and when you look at it, you see that it appears to be a scene from something that's been described to you previously. Bart and Kat's homeland, as the two of them appear to be going over some type of defensive drills, much younger in appearance, and looking at a beautiful looking sunset behind them, and being judged by many of the noble people of their land as well. When you touch the portrait, nothing seems to happen.
Interesting.
What is this?
Cat, Bart, you guys around?
You do not receive any signs.
Well, if you ask me, I think maybe this painting of them, I don't know why it's here, but maybe it stirred up some feelings inside of them, and maybe they decided they needed to be alone.
Right. Is Oliver with us?
No, he went to the other way because he got traumatized up here.
Hey, you guys are from the same area that what was it, Casino? You guys are all from Casino, right?
I'm
Yes,
from Casino.
zombies from Casino. They found me just outside, a bit of a travel outside of Casino.
Well, Sandy, have you ever heard any stories of like a skeletal man being like judged down upon with another woman or anything like that?
Sorry, what?
You ever heard like any stories or like any rumors like from like the Casino area about like a skeletal man and like a woman being like judged in your area?
You may roll a
People
history
usually-
check, zombie.
As I'm doing that, somebody will just say, people usually don't judge skeletons. Well, that was almost good.
6. People have weird, stupid superstitions.
Who judges a skeleton? And he just kind of walks away from this conversation.
No. The hallway seems to go on for a very long time in both directions. Definitely a magically larger location than the estate appeared outside. And there appears to be portraits every couple of feet.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna keep exploring down, see what kind of story these portraits are telling,
All right,
and try to connect something.
roll me a perception check.
Ugh, that's an 11.
Whew. The only thing that you notice is, other than Kat and Bart's portrait, every one of them has one, sometimes two, sometimes three people that are skeletons in it, with other people that are not skeletons. But every single one, other than their portrait, is like that. And then you notice a different one without any skeletons in it. You peer into this portrait and you see a grand mansion where a lavished house party is in full swing. The opulent surroundings feature a high arch ceiling adorned with crystal chandeliers casting a warm, inviting glow. Elegantly dressed guests are gathered in the opulent parlor. Their laughter and animated conversations seem to be filling the air of this image. Plush velvet curtains frame large windows, revealing a moonlit garden bathed in silver light. At the heart of this scene sits a human, maybe not human elf, it's hard to make out the details, On a polished piano bench, his face seems animated as he weaves a spellbinding tale, it would appear. His voice, you can almost imagine, rich and melodic. Everybody else sitting around him, captivated by the storyteller, utterly entranced by his words and atmosphere, except one individual. Falbin, would you mind describing what your character looks like?
Yep. Pale, child size, little older, maybe in his 30s. Has like 4 pouches around his waist. One of them's bulky. Other than that, and a really nice rapier on his side that looks polished but not used. Book. He's got some book that he's just sitting there flipping through.
And
Just not interested in what the guy is playing.
yeah, they're the only one that's interesting. And Falbin,
Yeah.
you've been stuck here for some time now, listening to these stories on repeat over and over. Luckily,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stories, but you've started to pick up on the repetition after probably the 30 or 40th or so.
Yeah. Every once in a while, as the voice embellishes a piece, I say the same thing just like he does, just because I've heard it.
But you notice the far side of this room you are currently in, the side that you're not able to go to for some reason. That shimmering essence reappears, and a very strange looking face seems pressed up against it, looking at you, as you see Glenn's face staring down, way bigger than you.
Oh, well, hello.
Glenn, you don't hear, but you can see this other figure animated and moving.
Hey guys, do you see this? Come check this out.
I will mosey on over and see what he's looking at.
As you mosey over, you recognize the man in the middle, the captivating one, Monkey. Vance, can you describe what you currently look like?
He would look like the last time Monkey would have seen him, which would have been after the resurrection. So he's still dressed to the nines as always, though there's more of a flame motif carved into his stuff. He has bright red hair, almost fiery red, and perched on his shoulder is what looks almost like a small dragon, but completely made out of flame.
Samdi, you also recognize Vance in the center, captivating portion of this portrait.
That's there's Vance. That'd be. I bet somebody's 2 gold pieces on it.
Falbin, you see the other 2 individuals, or the other faces, appearing and looking, and yeah, they're all staring at that dude again.
How far away are they from me?
They look maybe 30, 40 feet away across the room up in the sky.
I try and get to within 30 feet and then see if I can use my silent speak to reach one of their minds.
All right, which one?
Probably the first guy who was pressing his face up there.
Glenn?
So if it works, you hear, hello. And then you hear, and you hear like 5 different languages. Probably the same thing. And depending on what you speak. So he says it in like infernal. I don't remember what all I have. I have all the
Everything but common.
abyssal, halfling.
So, Glenn, you understand at least common.
Oh yeah, and common.
But you do hear the voice enter your mind.
Okay, so first, as you're approaching, it's like, so it's not just me, right? Those things are moving in the paintings. And then, secondly, Falvin, can you hear what's happening in my mind?
You can speak to me. We can have a conversation.
All right.
Oh, okay. So the
Telepathic.
moment you connect to his mind, you hear Glenn.
A bunch of like a bunch of cackling.
Oh,
Well,
lovely.
so you're one of those that can talk in the heads, huh? Is that you that's flying around?
Not flying, but yes. I can. So
That's cool. So you're like a living painting? Is that what's going on here?
no,
Like a
the
magical painting?
Painting's over there. I'm in here. I'm in a room. Like a little bit of an office, library-ish place. Sort.
No, you're in a painting. He's in a look at Monkey. He's in a painting, right?
That looks like a painting to me.
Oh. Interesting. So on your side, it's a painting. On our side, it's a room that we're in.
Interesting. Have you? Oh, I'm not talking to you because.
I mean, I'll translate over. I'll translate over.
Yeah.
We're used to this, man. We're used to this. People talk in our heads all the time.
Sometimes Brother Jack, sometimes I wonder if we're the gifted ones because we don't have that weird mental disability. Anyway,
Right. It seems like there are more people who have this ability than people who don't. You know?
yeah, we're special, kind of special that way. Well, since you're connected to them, find out if they couldn't have always been there because that's Van. Find out if they've always been there or how
Right.
they ended up in that room that they see.
Now,
Yeah.
Vance, you come in and out of it every few hours. You've been in here long enough that you no longer realize how time has been moving, and the only individual that you've been able to interact with directly has been that halfling across the way. You're incredibly hungry, incredibly thirsty, but when you snap back to reality, you look up and you recognize Samdi and Monkey's faces, and some dead guy between them up in the sky.
I see Falman staring at them.
Yeah.
I'll excuse myself from all my people that are listening to my speeches, and I will go stand next to Falman. I know two of them.
Oh. And I turn so that my face can't be seen by them when I speak to Vance. And I go, the one right there. And I sort of point up at Glenn. I'm like, he cackles and acts really suspect. Or his mind is pretty suspect.
That would fit perfect with the two that I know then. The one on the left, and I'll gesture towards Monkey, he's fairly convinced he's a god.
Sure, okay.
Samdi is a powerful, the one that looks more like a crocodile. Yeah, he's a powerful sorcerer from the last time I saw him. I imagine he has grown since then.
Oh. I thought that was a pet.
No.
Okay.
Though I wonder where the rest of them are. I haven't seen Samdi or Monkey without Bartikov or the why can I remember
Katarine, the princess.
A cat. I don't know the other gentleman.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right. They said we might be in a painting.
Do we remember at all how we got in here?
So, the last thing that you did before entering into this party and being captivated for probably a full day or so was getting to the academy, venturing up here, sneaking up, and when you moved closer, you saw this scene that started apparating in front of you that reminded you of your history, and something just inspired you to touch it, and when you did, you've been stuck in here probably a good week ever since.
Maybe that's what we're trapped in? I guess it's possible.
DM.
Yeah.
At this point, somebody's probably doing his usual habit. Have I been able to connect to their minds through the painting?
Yes, you can.
So I guess since I know Vance, in your mind, he says, it's very likely that you've been trapped in a painting. It happened to Katarine Bart.
Oh, you could hear us, Santi. That's fantastic.
I always have a tab on everyone around me.
I do remember it being that way, Santi. You always did have a gift for the mental communication.
Samdi, you can hear in the recesses of his mind the instinct that he needs to eat and drink. He feels incredibly tired.
How long has it been in there?
Hard to tell. If I go through rough timing of how often I've covered the same set of stories, it's probably been at least a week and a half. I know a lot of stories, but even I have to repeat eventually.
Are you talking to someone? Because your mouth just moved, but you didn't say anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Somdi is talking to me. He's always been gifted at that.
That's the lizard one?
Yes. It seems he's able to communicate through whatever barrier holds us in here. But he evidently can hear us.
In Falvin's mind, technically I'm a crocodile.
What? Okay. I don't know what... All right. Pointy nose? That's alligator, right? Crocodile's brown nose. Never mind. I've never actually seen one, so it's fascinating.
Samdi, it's another one of them fucking nerds.
Hey, Brother Jack, do they ever answer you on how long they've been in there?
I know, they kind of got quiet on me.
Sorry, I took over the conversation out loud.
That makes sense.
A week. At least Vance is starving in there, so...
So you guys are saying you know that guy.
And just for clarity, we can't physically hear them through the barrier. We can only hear them through the thing, right? Yep.
Correct.
Okay.
I pull out what are they called?
Goodberry?
Yeah, thank you. My brain was like, magic bean? No. I pull out a good berry
Might
from my
as well
pocket,
be.
God
and
damn.
I chuck it at the painting.
It bounces off.
Yeah, I try to get Vance some food.
Hold on.
To the two of you in there was this giant looking huge blue boulder that just boom, and bounced off.
I would recognize what a monkey is with berries because when I loaded up my character, there was 2 of them in my inventory.
Those have expired.
They're
I
raisins.
I assume they were either long gone or bad by now. But
Is he throwing rocks at us?
No, he's trying to help you.
it was a large good berry. I don't know why it was that. Well, I guess they look giant as well.
Yep, they do. He's trying to help us with a berry?
They're very filling.
Oh. Are you hungry?
I'm starving.
Oh, here, I got rations.
It's been a week.
Open up one of my boxes.
You've been sitting on these for a week? What, have you been eating these the whole time?
Yes, of course.
Just going to switch my mental connection.
You never
over to
mentioned
Vance.
it. Otherwise, here. Take two.
Switching my mental connection over to Vance and just saying, "Hey, if you ever need him murdered."
Yeah. Also Halpin. Right?
Foul.
Falpin. What you are, you don't need to eat, so yeah.
God damn it.
But you can have it on you, it's just you don't need to. You're good.
Yeah. It seems like they got stuck on that side. And you guys said the cat and Bart disappeared after looking
Yeah.
at
I think
So-
they went off to have some good times together.
maybe something similar happened to them with what's going on with your buddy here.
Could be.
I take out one end of my devil stick and I try to poke it through the painting, I guess.
The devil stick just touches against it and doesn't do anything.
Is there
Wait,
anything-
hold on to this, and I give him like a pouch of a ration. Touch the painting.
Okay. Like, just me, right? Nobody else wants to do this.
I'll pull out my devil stick and I kind of put it behind the frame and see if I can move the painting just a little bit and look between
Oh,
the wall and
The painting seems fixed to the wall.
doesn't move at all. All right.
Yep.
I'm going to try to, with the ration in my hand, try to push it through the painting.
All right. When you touch it, there is this large glow that happens to the two of you inside, and then Glenn walks through the front foyer of this manor party happening.
It's like lively in here?
Yeah, to you, everything is so lively. You hear this incredible, elegant, and little funky music. You hear chattering coming from so many people, but nobody other than these two are moving or reacting or doing anything. They just seem to be fixed in place.
Like, as I'm like approaching them, I'm gonna like wave my hand in front of one of them. Just keep walking. Ration for you, and I look back.
You
I
look
see Monkey.
back and up, and you see the giant face of Monkey looking down at you.
Whoa!
So wait, did you just touch the picture?
Yeah.
So you stuck. You're stuck here too.
Please don't tell me that.
Well, we haven't found a way out yet.
I'm gonna give the ration over to Vance, and then I'm gonna try to walk towards that end of the painting or whatever, towards Monkey.
Yeah, you walk, but inevitably you boom against some type of barrier.
Oh no!
Oh, I think you have to hit it harder.
That's always my solution. And then I give a hard punch at the wall.
Boom. Just bounces off.
That wasn't very hard.
I don't know if this usually works.
I do assure you, we did try that a few times.
I just elbow Vance. No, you almost got it.
Right. I punch again.
And again.
At least it is new, I guess. Robin.
How
Vance hears it in his head.
how
Let
far
him hit it as many times as we can get him to hit it.
how far
What?
does Monkey feel like he's away from me? Like how far away does he?
Maybe like less than 30 feet away.
Have you guys tried like teleportation stuff to get out of here?
No, I don't have any teleportation stuff.
How about you, buddy? Okay, Vance.
I have Misty Step. Have I tried it?
Yes, you've tried it. No, it has not worked.
Teleportation did not work as either.
I begin to panic. Let me out!
At least the short range teleportation I'm capable of.
As he panics, I sort of step back and just sort of slide behind Vance so that I'm in case. Oh.
next to Glenn's mind. Oh, looks like my theory was correct.
How to use me, huh?
I mean, better than something monkey.
Yeah. No, my god needs to roam free at the very least. You'll find a way out. You'll see. You'll find a way for me to get out.
And out loud, I'll say to monkey, yeah, he's trapped in there.
Well, I'll see if I can find a way out for him.
Did you mention God, Glenn?
Yeah. You see that? Well, I mean, it makes sense now, but you see the giant figure over there with the nice hat and the nice hair?
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Oh.
You're
Being-
a worshiper of Monkey?
Oh, so you've heard the good word of monkey too, huh?
Being privy to this conversation, as he's saying, "That's my god," I'll press the digitation in his hair to like billow majestically.
I knew Monkey talked a lot about being a god and having worshippers. I just never actually met one.
Does
I mean-
monkey have a holy symbol? I've never
Yeah.
heard of a god monkey.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's.
And I pull out of a pouch. I pull out this thing that looks like a giant keychain, and it just has all of these holy symbols. I'd love to.
God damn it, Benny.
Guys, is it one of these?
I'm gonna try to look for it, see if I see one that matches the symbol
Roll
that
it.
monkey is given.
Roll a religion check.
What's that motherfucker's name from the Mummy?
Benny.
Betty.
Oh, yeah.
Did,
Come on,
did,
baby.
did he ever find his cloud? He talked a lot about a cloud when I knew him.
Yeah, he
Sounds-
actually did.
Somebody will nod.
Wait, the cloud was real?
Yeah, it looked like this, and I'm gonna do a minor illusion of the cloud, of monkey riding on the cloud. Actually,
10 religion. Glenn, I want you to tell me what you think monkey's holy symbol is.
He should know.
He should.
Because we have it on the devil sticks and the comb that we made.
But he rolled a
Yeah.
10, so let's see what he thinks it is.
That's true.
I mean,
Lapse of judgment.
it should. I mean, it's been so long. What we did discuss it, but I freaking forgot.
Yeah.
In my mind, it's always been like a comb.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I think it was a comb.
So we have the comb, and then on the comb, just for player to player, there's the M symbol, the ASL, American Sign Language M. It's the M.
Right.
That's the fist that makes the M sign.
So that's what I would be looking for.
Yeah, you don't
Yep.
see it on the keychain.
Anything that looks similar to it?
Falbin.
you would- Also, Glenn, you would have, because I had those devil sticks and combs made, so you would have some of those on.
I was
So,
gonna pull out my beer stein.
Yeah.
Fal-
Oh, and your beer sign.
Falbin, would you have holy symbols to less than reputable entities?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's pentagrams on there. There's every evil thing. There's all of them.
There's one of a goat's head that has an embroidered looking M very elegantly etched into like the beard of the goat. But that's the closest thing you can see to it.
Looks like you might be missing a few, Falbin, because I don't see him on here.
Oh. Wait, he's got more than one?
No. It looks kind of like this, and I'll change the minor illusion around to look like his symbol.
Mephistopheles, got it.
What? Meth what?
Nah, he's a devil or demon. It's not that they don't look alike.
Mentally to Falbin.
The size is right, but they don't look.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the M stands for monkey, Falcon. Not Mephistopheles.
So Somsy, yeah.
Oh,
What were you saying?
No, I just inserting into Falbin's mind. Fiend is the correct term.
right.
And also mentally, I try and connect to the earring to Glenn, or is Monkey using it?
I should have it.
Glenn still
Yeah.
has it, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brother Jack.
Yeah, you connect to him. Bink.
Okay, that gives one extra thing. I can connect you through the earring, so it's not blocking magic items. I don't know how to get through here. I could set up a teleportation circle out here and walk in there and attempt that, but I don't think that's gonna work. If I just had that goddamn tuning fork.
I'm going to, well, since it's quiet in here and I can actually think, because somebody doesn't get in my head, and he rarely
That
speaks
is
out loud.
barren land.
Yeah, I'm going to use this opportunity to look in this area of paintings to see if there's any type of mechanism. I'm going to start pulling on, I'm not going to touch paintings.
Okay.
Not going to do that. But I will, with the devil sticks, like try to tap any sconces or torches or lamps that are on the wall to see if they move, if there's any. I want to look to see if there's any release mechanisms or anything that I can find on this thing.
Investigation.
And I hate to do it this early, but I'm going to have to use my game advantage because, yeah, I'm not built for this. Oh my god, I got people to do this for me. All right, so here we go. Woo!
I feel like
Nice.
Monkey
16.
thinks gods are just like CEOs. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, that's how Imperial operates.
True. 18. Going around the edges of this portrait, it looks like the portrait itself almost grows out from the wall, which would suggest that these portraits are a portion of something magical. Now, when you look at the magic entraced around the edges, you see that there appears to be, like, inside the divots of the stone walls themselves, these magical etchings all around it. And you know just barely enough about magic from your time hanging out with Cad and Glenn doing his studyings to know that these seem to be that abjuration style thing, the protection magic stuff.
And I also always have advantage on Arcana too, so. Well, there's some magical writtens here, and looks like somebody you can just nod yes or no, or nod yes or shake your head no, but wouldn't this be abjuration? I think this looks like.
Sorry, I was muted because there's constant fucking hammering. Somebody just shrugs over towards you. I'm not much of an expert on detecting that stuff.
Well, it is. It's abjuration. All right, so what's it protecting? Is it protecting people from coming out? Protecting people so if they're being chased, they have a way to escape?
Shoot the wall.
What's my intel? Listen.
Real question, what's somebody's persuasion?
Right.
I mean, it's at least a +5.
All right, I will.
I was joking. You do whatever you do. Just gunslinger style. Shoot the wall.
You know what? I will shoot the wall just to see what happens.
All right.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
It's at the wall, not the painting.
It
Yeah, not the
shoots against the wall and ricochets off of it. But you do see like this tiniest little crack. And then both of you hear this sliding sound. And you both look in opposite ends of the hallway. Samdi, back the way that you came from, the staircase? Yeah, a stone slab just moved in front of it, and you see this incredibly large, metallic-looking creature stepping towards you with this giant pearl in the center of its chest. Monkey, you look the other direction, and you see the exact same thing coming towards you.
It's better than the Indiana Jones boulder I was picturing coming for us, but
Is it?
for a few
At
rounds,
least,
it's better.
at least the boulder crushes you. Crushes you.
Now,
This thing can play with you.
Monkey, I need a religion check from you.
All right, here we go. We can do religion and
Just quick mental message to Glenn. We fucked up.
No.
oh, dang. Well, 12.
12.
It's not horrible.
Somewhere in the recesses of your memory that you don't have access to right now, you sense that these things are dangerous to you. Incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, you're right. Somebody, this ain't good.
Somebody is quickly going to skim through the paintings to see if there's anything that resembles like a room in a noble's home
Alright.
besides the one that they're all in.
Give me a quick perception check.
That's a 10.
There
Ooh,
are
good
other
rolling.
paintings. Yeah, right. Phew. There are other paintings that have rooms that look noble in manner, but not the same as the one that everybody else is in.
Yeah, noble wouldn't have mismatching art styles. And I'm going to shout over to Monkey. Gods first.
You guys
You
can
want
run
us-
into this one, to our painting.
You want me to jump into their painting?
They're both
Somebody?
closing in on the two of you very quickly, and one of them's actually going to get a blast off. I'm going to roll a d2 to see which one it hits.
All right.
Or a d4. Evens, Samdi, odd, monkey.
All right.
Thank Christ.
Cool.
Okay, there's no roll to hit. You take 40 points of force damage.
Oh my.
I know what this is.
I'll see you soon. And I'm gonna dive into the. Oh shit! I dive into the painting.
Samdi. The other
After
one's getting
seeing-
posed to shoot at you now.
After seeing that, Sandy immediately jumps at the fucking painting.
Alrighty, so all of you watch as Monkey very coolly places his hand on it and appears inside as the crocodile launches himself towards you all and lands skittering to the ground.
Yeah.
on-
So
On his chest, on the ground, just
Monkey, you're hurt. No.
I'll be okay. There's two. I don't remember what they're called. God eaters or something out there in the hallway. And hey, Vance. How you doing?
Okay, Somni, it's been too long.
sometimes I think not long enough, depending on the situation you get us in.
Me? None of that was my fault the last time.
At least this time, if we didn't actually have a conscience and wanted to save you, we would have been out of there.
Well, it's good to see you. And howdy, friend. I look at Falvin, Monkey, and I see you've met the esteemed Father Jack.
Thought it said his name was Glenn.
So, some people call him Glenn, but he's Father Jack. He's a
Oh.
quite distinguished religious leader.
I was just nodding knowingly, like, yep.
Okay. I understand that you are a god.
Correct.
So I'm wondering, do you have any holy symbols? One that you'd be willing to part with?
Can I see his
Keychain.
character picture again, real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got something just for you. I was trying to decide which, but this one, you need it. And I'll pull out my comb, a comb with the monkey religious symbol on it, and I'll. May your days be blessed and your hair look mighty fine.
Oh, lovely. And I just hang it onto my ring with all the rest of it.
Now, it is a very well created comb. It's made out of ivory, I believe.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lovely comb.
Thank
Click.
you. And you see the symbol right there. And all right, so we don't want to go out that way, and I point towards where we were, or I look back behind me. I guess since none of us are looking in the painting, can we tell where the painting was pointing toward, or no?
When you look back that direction, you just see like the exit of the building, the foyer. There's nobody there.
Well, maybe we should get going.
Hmm.
Okay. There's nowhere to go. Wait, listen to this part in the sound. You'll hear that again in about an hour. It's a loop. Where that girl laughs. That happens again in about an hour.
But
I'm
Oh,
sure.
we're in a dollhouse, aren't we?
No, none of them are dolls. They're just it's just
Metaphorically speaking.
sound. Oh. Got it. Yep.
So, now I can describe the inside to you all a little better. Interestingly enough, everything you are looking at looks very well crafted and painted. I mean, incredibly so, but it looks painted. All of the people, the figures, they're mannequin-esque, but they seem to have little bits of drippage from their creation attached to them. You see all of the objects in here as well, they're just painted. They're not real. You go to touch the piano and your hand just touches against it. There's nothing on the inside. You look at the bench, and though it is lifted up and you can sit upon it, there's no softness, no cushion, anything. It's just an object there. It's very strange, surreal location for all of you to be in.
Similar to in movies like Fat Albert, where they get sucked into a cartoon or something like that, I'm assuming.
Take On Me music video.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just a bit higher quality.
This is a recreation from my past, correct?
Correct, so you can describe it however you would like outside of what I've done.
It's surreal being back here. This is a weird recreation of my 20th name day party. I'll point out like some random people, nobles of such and such house, count of this house. But obviously it's not 100% correct. Father never would have used that hue on that wall. I mean, it's just the tiniest bit off.
Interesting. And this is in your past. We saw, oddly enough, we saw a painting also out where we were with a younger Katarina, a younger princess, and a younger Bart. They seem to disappear. Did you see them touch the painting, or you just saw them disappear?
I saw them touch the painting and disappear.
So it's kind of interesting that this is a portion of your past, and yet there's a painting with a portion of their past, and it's got me all curious. Like, did it become a part of the past because they touched it, or was it already a part of the past?
This was already the scene that we're in when I saw it the first time, right?
When you
When I
saw
touched
it,
it?
it started apparating
Okay.
into this, and then you became almost enchanted by it, and then touched it, and boop, here you are.
Yeah, so, we were in the hall, and as I stared at this, looked more and more familiar to me, and I felt the impulse to touch it, and found myself in here.
Interesting. So it did change to match. It's not like they knew you were coming and had something from your past out.
Not that I'm aware of, and this is my past, not Falben's. I almost feel bad that my hand was on his shoulder at the time, because I'm pretty sure that's what pulled him in. But but this is definitely part of my past. I recognize what I can recognize. I was pretty drunk by the end of the night, to be honest. So parts of it are grayish to blackish. parts of that memory.
Gotcha.
It was a hell of a party, though.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah.
Can I scan around the room to see if I see anything that's invisible?
Sure, roll me a quick perception check.
Here's hoping it's better. It was.
24. We love 24. Looking around, you notice the balcony window that I described previously. It's the only aspect that leads outside that is slightly open. And when you wander over towards it and look, there appears to be a small portion of the balcony, and then everything past that is white. Just pure white.
He's going to mentally over to Glenn. Hey Glenn, could you come over here for a second?
Wait, what do you got for me this time?
The void.
What void?
Out on this balcony.
So you want me to touch that too?
If you would.
Right. Well, actually, before I do, hey, Vance, what brought you over to this area in the first place? Have you heard of the Blaterra School of Magic and Divination before?
I've been researching a set of novels that had never finished.
Oh, get out!
And I went looking for rumors that there was more information about it here.
You're talking about the Echoes of the Shattered Veil?
Yes.
I'm a big
those.
fan of those.
Yes, they were excellent novels. Very well written.
You know, some people say we're too young to be reading all that, but boo hickey to that, you know?
Too young.
Yeah, it's factually how I met Fulvin.
Oh, you're familiar with the school too?
A little bit.
So you guys belong to a book club or something?
No, I just, read through some of them. Thought I might try and find the rest of it, finish the book, stuff like that. I write, but
Wow. So you're all looking for that missing last book too, huh?
maybe.
Whatever I can find of it, I hate when a story doesn't have an ending.
Well, we got to discuss more about that later, but I got to do what, Sandy's saying over here. Go check out this void. I'm going to walk over.
Did you just do quotes? I love it.
I'm glad to see, Samdi, that you have not changed in the fact that you just ask other people to just do things for you and expect them to do it.
I'm very persuasive.
He does have a lot more money now, though. He's changed that way.
Santi just smiles.
So, when you get over towards it, the window is slightly open, cracked. But when you peer out there, you don't see anything other than the small ledge, maybe a couple of feet across. Now, you go to move the window, and your hands touch against it, and it feels firm, but it doesn't budge or move.
Yeah, I think it's a dead end over here.
Have you tried squeezing through? Or how big was the crack? I apologize.
Maybe, a few inches.
Hold on a second. Let's see here. I have a multitude of ways of getting you through this. Only some of which are pleasant.
I have an idea, and I'm going to punch the crack.
Oh, I think you got to hit it harder.
Wait, the crack itself? Your hand moves through the crack, no problem.
Oh, okay.
Punch the window.
Punch the window? You got it.
Dong.
Yeah, same thing.
I will slide on over to where they're at. See what they're doing.
Yep.
All right. So just like huddled with Glenn. All right, so I have some oil. Um,
Are we cooking?
maybe. I have some oil. I could turn you into gas, or I could turn you into a gnat.
Hey, Vance, Falvin, have you tried, now stick with me here. Have you tried painting your way out?
No.
I have not. I don't have any paint with me.
That sounds like that would make sense.
It's just zombies trying to stuff Glenn through the crowd.
He's just pushing Glenn.
Oh,
And you're a corpse you're supposed to contort.
Ow,
I
that
wish-
doesn't bend that way.
I wish someone would make a cartoon out of our Saturday game.
That would be beautiful. There's artists that'll do it, but yeah.
Yeah. No, but like a full, like an Amazon, like Netflix type. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Do you have any paints
Hey,
or
YouTube.
anything?
Just
That's a no.
I'm not a painter.
is anyone here proficient in painting supplies?
Let me see. Let me just double check. I doubt it.
Yeah, we had Reese. We could be in a day.
No, Smith's tools, but that's
Mm.
I got herbalism now.
do
I
you could dip leaves and stuff into paint.
I can
with
minor
those.
illusion a door.
You do that?
Yeah, I'll minor illusion a door.
Yeah, you've tried this one already. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
will
but
try.
evidently Glenn's here just to try things for Somdi, so I'm just giving more things for Somdi to tell him to do.
They've been here a week. They're bored, right?
Well, one of them is starving and very thirsty.
Chewing these dry rations, it's helping the food, but it's not helping the thirst.
Oh, here, I got a water skin too.
Love it.
I feel like you've been holding out on me, Alvin.
What? You never mentioned it, so
As I'm getting stuck. Wait, Falvin, you don't need to eat or drink either. You drink or
I mean, if you've got good food, I'll take it. But I'm okay. I've been eating a little bit every day.
So you take the water skin and start drinking, Vance?
Yes.
All right. Give me a sleight of hand check with disadvantage because you are very dehydrated.
Where's
Someone's got
the...
it.
Go ahead, drink all you want. We can get more.
Oh wow, it actually still remembers my prompt for Elven accuracy.
Let's go. 19. Yeah, you take a sip and that is so refreshing.
Oh, good. I was worried it was poisonous. Sweet. I mean, I didn't fill it up at a thing. I got it from somewhere else. So it's great. That's great. I'd like a sip too when you're done.
I'll give it back to him.
That's awesome. And, you say it's been a while since you've had anything to eat or drink. Is that?
Yeah, it's since we got in here, none of the food or drink in here is real. It's
And,
just paintings like everything else. You can't actually pick it up.
Now that you're actually imbibing some liquid, where do you drop trow?
It's over there.
Okay.
We'll
just
point to a corner that's just got a...
It's tucked away a little bit. Just-
someone's gonna have to be soon.
Vance, you remember that area? That's where the staff would go.
Yeah.
Right over there where Glenn's been punching. See right through the crack. It works great.
Just
Gotcha.
cut
Piss
back
into the
over to
void.
cut back over to Sandy and Glenn. Sandy has a comical plunger.
I just keep having an unseen servant shove it through the crack. Frederick, dispose of this.
Hands, Frederick. But anywho.
Hey, this ain't working.
So you did point out the soiling section to the others. Perception check, others.
Do I want to perceive it?
Yeah, do I want to perceive this? I forgot I have advantage because of my eagle's eyes. 29.
So all three of you look over there and you notice the section. Yeah,
I don't
Monkey,
see
you
it.
don't see it.
I got bored with the conversation already. I moved on.
All three of you look over there and you see the segment where the soiling takes place, and you see that the wall seems to be dripping. Not from the soiling, but the paint is dripping and running.
Oh. Huh.
I didn't try trying to wash any of this off because I didn't know we had any water.
Right. Hey, let me try. I take my water skin over, squirt a little on where it kind of could be a place to put a door. And then after I squirt it, if I see that the paint is trying to run, I'm then gonna, with my hand, sort of finger paint what looks like a door, and then wet it, get a little darker spot, and draw what sort of looks like a door knob.
All right. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check. Or sorry, not sleight. Dexterity. Straight dexterity. I apologize.
Nice.
All right, even better. You touch the areas, squirting it with water, and start outlining and shaping. And if any of you have ever seen Chalk Zone, okay.
Is that the guy with the beard?
No, that's the guy with the chalk stick.
Yeah, I know similar one. He does stuff like that.
So as you are outlining, you get a rough look for a door. I mean, it has a knob. It's even and symmetrical, which is the most important thing. There's this faint flash of light, and it starts to look just like what you drew.
Huh. Then now I'm going to try and turn the knob and open
Grab
the door.
the knob and turn and open.
It opens.
It opens.
What's on the other side?
Oh, nothing.
Hey, I made a door. And I open it the rest of the way to reveal the big white thing, and it goes nowhere.
Yeah, but
So Glenn,
Can we like tie a rope to me or something before I do this?
I bring.
Oh, absolutely. If no one else does, I just pull out rope.
Oh,
Right.
There it is. This man.
I will tie the rope around me.
Alrighty. You've done
Okay,
this
marks.
numerous times at this point.
Get set, go! Try to run.
All right, and you all watch as Glenn gets a full round of dashing before falling.
falling forward though, right? Not like bounce back and fall.
No, he runs a full dash for him and then begins falling once he stops.
Okay, yeah, just making sure that he actually kept going forward and not like bounced back. And
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
Roll me a
who's holding
perception
onto the
check
rope?
real quick, Glenn.
We want to know what the last thing you ever see is.
As I stare into the void, it just stares back. That's a 16.
Oh yeah, ice. So you swing downwards, swing under, and you see the underbelly of this painting as well as you swing back and forth underneath it. Who's holding on to the rope?
That was my
Nobody.
question.
I can hold on.
You
to
all,
it.
all right, Monkey.
Monkey
You
probably
grab
will.
the rope as he
Yeah.
falls.
Yeah, I don't do manual labor.
Sheldon was literally going to watch the rope go sliding out.
Monkey would have held onto the rope.
All right, Monkey. Give me a strength save to catch Glenn.
All right. Do, do, do.
I unattuned my freaking boots.
Hey,
47.
good stuff. Yeah, you grab on and it pulls and lurches you forward, but you just slam your foot against one of the walls and hold firm, and yeah, he's held. On the somewhere when you were falling, you saw something on the horizon that just it wasn't white. But that's it. It was on the same level plane that you were when you were inside of the painting house.
When the rope goes taut and I see that it's just disappeared into the white part, I look over and I go, "Oh, I think it worked."
Yeah, it worked.
Pull me up!
Did you hear something?
Yeah, it was Brother Jack. And I will start pulling Jack back now that we know that he can get over there. I start pulling Jack back. Glenn.
Boop, 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 boop. Pull him up, no problem.
Yeah. So, from what I can glimpse, something's just right on the edge of the horizon on this plane. It's like, it looks really far away, but it looks more than just white. It's not just white in there. There's something down there, though.
Interesting. Were you able to actually touch anything while you were there, or was it just all empty space?
How did it feel?
It felt empty.
Yep.
So, I didn't want to make this a habit, but after being inside 2 gyms and now painting, getting pretty good at getting out. Well, we know we can do partial painting. Thanks, Falvin, for testing out my theory.
We have enough water to make enough paint out of stuff in this room to... Can we
No.
paint a bridge or something across?
I mean, we do. I'm just not quite sure how much water I can separate from it.
What if we,
Try and draw something.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. What if we painted like one of those circles that you do, Somdi? What if we painted one of those and had like a button that says like press here to return to casino or something like that?
I mean, I could try and teleport, but I don't think that's gonna work.
I could try the button.
Yeah, I think we should make some kind
Definitely
of
draw a circle.
yeah. I think we should make some type of button that we press to go somewhere else.
Sure. Let me see.
Maybe we can go to. Dang it, my brain, the player's brain just.
Casino?
No,
You said-
not casino. I said casino the first time, but I'm thinking of
Spalding.
yeah, Spalding. Wherever we just did the second revolution.
Yes, that's Spalding.
So I'll take out a pen that has a little emerald tip and I draw what looks like a little button, and it's my size, so it's tiny. But it's a couple of circles, a little bit of perspective, but it's bad. And then I write around it button to, what'd you call the place?
Spalding.
Spalding.
Double check the spelling. Doesn't mean anything, but I just double check the spelling.
Alrighty. Alright, you draw the button. There's now a button there.
Do you need to like
I
draw
push
a
it.
line to us? Okay.
You push the button, and the button disappears.
Huh. I think it worked.
It sent the button to Spalding.
Yeah.
We're going to die here.
And on that comical note, I think we can go on break, everybody. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody. We are now back. So, you all were experimenting with various different ways and forms to escape this portrait you found yourselves in. It was through some trial and error that you discovered that you were able to wet the currently drawn portions of this landscape of Vance's portrait and, well, utilize that in order to escape. Hopefully, escape, that is. So, that is where we pick up, everybody. You've just picked up Glenn from dangling over top of nothingness that had no bottom or anything else that it appeared like. What are we doing?
So, do we need to draw where we're going next? I mean, I'm not a very good artist, so I don't imagine it's possible, but I could color in a bridge.
I don't know that it needs to be all that fancy. Can we even draw out into the void?
I don't know. I could try it.
Try and wet some paint and see if you can even extend anything into the void.
Okay.
Does anyone have a bucket?
A
They've
bucket?
been using the corner.
No,
Yeah, if I had a
Shit.
bucket, I would have destroyed it by now.
that's fair. I was actually suggesting a place to hold the water.
Oh.
A water holder.
I have some canteens, but they're filled with holy water.
I have an empty water skin.
All right, hand it here.
Okay.
And somebody will take off his bag of holding and dip his hand. And wait a second. All right, here. Don't drink it. It's swamp water.
It stinks like really still swamp water.
Oh, we got some.
I'd ask why you have a bag of holding full of swamp water, zombie, but I'm pretty sure that I could guess reasons why. So,
It's mainly
Oh,
for the
no.
it's mainly for the dragon turtle egg.
That's right. How is the egg doing there, Brother Jack?
And last I checked, still telling its stories. It's coming along.
Nice.
you have a dragon turtle egg. Okay.
Somebody still, it's just smiles.
I guess nothing should surprise me with you guys. All right, I'll hand the bottle to Fabian, or the water skin to Fabian, and see if he can paint
Fabian?
anything out into the
Falbin?
Falbin. Sorry, not Fabian. Falbin.
It's Fabian to me.
And see if he can paint into the void.
We also have our beer steins we could use, but I don't want paint in mine.
I'll
I
use
also
some
don't
of
want the swamp water in mine.
I'll use some of the book back paints because I feel like that is going to be the color of a bridge, wood and all. Brown. That's as close to art as I know. Wow. Try and reach up and just make a brown line
All right.
from there to there.
Dexterity check.
Okay.
You start working on a line, and it goes out into the void. Now, roll me an intelligence check. Actually, wisdom check, sorry. You have a +2 to every ability check you make?
I don't know.
I'm guessing he's a bard.
That's
I
what
am
I'm
a
guessing too. Yeah, okay. 18. As you're drawing that, if you were going to draw a board or a bridge or something, you would have to, thinking comically, you would have to make sure it's anchored somehow, like a nail to the floor over
Right.
here, or else it would just fall.
Yeah.
So you do that. You draw a nail,
Okay.
and then it slightly lurches forward, but
Oh.
it's there.
I draw more nails.
And then it presses down.
Oh.
During this comedic time,
Yes.
Out of character. Sorry, fucking connection. I guess I don't actually need to ask this question because I could just transfer into that. Alright. I was just wondering if I knew what a suncatcher scarab was.
A what?
It's a beast. I know you have the book.
Oh, okay, that thing. Well, it is a scarab where you come from. I'll say roll a nature check and we'll find out.
Yeah, it goes nothing. I use my game advantage. Oh, that's a 22 and I lost connection for a second.
It is a 22 and we love 22. Yes, you know what that is.
Jesus Christ, this thing.
So you were talking about the Horde Scarab? Which one?
It's called the Suncatcher Scarab.
Suncatcher. I actually don't have that book. What book's that?
Oh, it's Tome of Beast 3.
Oh, I haven't bought that one yet.
Sorry.
No problem. I'll get that real quick.
It's a really big thing, so if you feel like that's too much.
Picturing the player that
It's a gargantuan
something.
thing, actually.
Yeah. I'm actually referring more to like the amount of shit it can do.
You mean the amount of shit that it can ignore? Holy fuck.
I'm all for retconning it, but I just want to know because it's the biggest thing that could carry everyone at the same time instead of having to paint for the next 10 hours.
I love that there's a utility beast above CR5. Yeah, we'll probably be adding this in. I'm not locking in, but this one at minimum, yes.
The stipulation is I have seen it, doesn't it?
The stipulation is you have seen one and you are knowledgeable about it. On a 22, I will say that you are, and you have. They are terrifying beasts out in the desert, usually more localized away from bodies of water, so your people didn't have to interact with them too often.
So I'm just gonna look over. How's the bridge construction Hillside Lab?
Whew, it's a lot of work. But it's coming along. I mean, it's a little crooked, but it's all right. Might be a little steep on this other side here. I'm trying to add a little. We're running out of paint, but it's coming along.
It sure is. You mind if I try something?
Is there paint involved?
Not really.
Well, then go for it.
Okay.
I'll just step away.
Sandy's going to step on the plank.
It bows.
Testing it. And jumps off. Does it feel like just before you dive into a pool, sort of boing, boing, boing?
There's a tiny bit of buoyancy to it, and everyone else hears the little crack from zombies jumping as you fall down.
He can fly, right?
I think I killed the alligator.
I'm pretty sure that falls under suicide.
Okay.
And I want to cast polymorph on myself before I fucking die.
Yep, and
Or stay in the void forever.
as you are falling and falling, how long do you wait?
I'll give them a solid, 6 seconds.
6 seconds of falling, and you have not connected with anything. And then you all hear this deafeningly loud buzzing sound.
Uh-oh. I think something ate something.
Oh, great. There's something out there in the void.
That tracks.
I don't know, but some buzzing is coming.
So I'll link the image. I'll link the image of the Sunday. Oh no, they're not on here, are they?
No, they're not in that group. I'll post it to them.
Can I just post it in the general chat and then delete it after a bit?
Yeah, sure.
So this thing rises out of the air, rises above.
Oh.
It is gargantuan in
Oh.
size, and it has like a bulb at the back of it that looks like a sun.
The only difference is this one looks a little scaly.
I missed the picture. Can you do the picture again?
It's in general chat in Discord.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna pull my swords.
Kill it!
Kill it with fire.
None of you can hear one another right now.
You see it waves at you.
I think that's zombie.
Points at Glenn. Well, I guess,
Yeah,
just
none of you can hear
expand.
anything. Everything's deafened around that creature.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody's deaf. It's too loud. And you can't speak and use any verbal components for any spells.
I see it make like a waving motion, and I'll make a waving motion back.
I'll wave with both hands. Or both front mandibles.
I'm pretty sure Glenn can make the connection. He's gonna run and jump on top of the beetle.
I proceed to eat Glenn.
You were already rid of him before you kept experimenting. But yeah, he's up
Just-
there.
Not doing anything to Glenn. Gesturing, kind of just like, come here.
Yeah,
with me.
Glenn will also motion to get up here, guys.
I guess I'll follow Glenn.
Alrighty. Anybody else?
Yeah.
I'm gonna first try my silent speak if I can get within 30 feet of it to the mind of the creature and be like, "Are you safe to ride on?" And see if it
No.
works.
Psalm, do you keep in mind you have all of the stats of the scarab, not your own, but you do distinguish allies and enemies the same.
And the scarab doesn't know any languages. Is that a stipulation for your mental?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's nothing in the brain.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Our homebrew rule, bestial. All beasts with an intelligence score of 3 or higher understand bestial.
I have an intelligence score of 1.
Nope.
Just staring at you, still gesturing.
Oof. Scary. Are you sure, Glenn?
I can't hear you, but all you're hearing is him just you see him motioning to get on.
I will follow Brother Jack.
How far of a jump is this?
I am right up against the board.
Oh, minor illusion doesn't need it. So I'm going to minor illusion the words. It's zombie.
In Comic Sans.
Archway.
All right, if it's close, then I go ahead and climb on.
Is that everyone?
I believe
It
so.
is.
Monkey?
Yeah, I already got on. I
Okay.
said I got on. Yeah.
All right, then everybody's on top of Samdi now.
And I begin flying at the blazing speed of 15 feet. Or 30 feet if I dash.
Now, as that creature, roll a perception check.
It is at a +1. That's it.
Seven. You're just flying, chilling, flying.
On a side note, I turn around and connect with Vance since we can't actually talk to each other out loud. I try to, but it doesn't work. And then so, Vance, you hear my voice in your mind. On a side note, this ride is actually very comfortable.
Let's see. Two things. Do I see the at the edge of the horizon the difference in the void that I saw last time?
Roll me a perception check.
Come on, baby. It's a 26.
A 26. Much better. You can kind of make out something further out there. But you notice that the Som beetle is going a slightly different direction. Or scaredy? I guess a scaredy.
What are...
I prefer to call myself Scabby.
Scabby? Okay.
I am going to try to... This cantrip is really helping me out here. I'm going to try to minor illusion, like some kind of like little like light kind of arrow that's like pointing him, like try to point him towards the direction of it.
Fucking Lakitu rolls down and just says, "You're going the wrong way."
Roll me a nature check. Or animal handling. Animal handling.
I'm not good at these.
You're not horrible at these.
No, come on. I will use my game advantage for this.
11. 7-11. Nice. On an 11, Samdi, you do notice the little light that appears, and ooh, pretty light, and you just start moving towards it out of instinct. Since you were aimlessly flying anyways.
We're gonna get there, guys! 15 feet.
30 feet. I'm dashing.
Oh, nice.
I will, I'll turn towards Franz on my shoulder, and I'll telepathically tell him to fly forward and stay within... Telepathy range is 100 feet, so to stay somewhere right in there, but kind of fly forward and try and scout ahead.
Okay.
Now that I know we can fly out here.
Have him roll a perception check.
Instantly starts following the fire elemental thing.
The beetle's trying to eat it, but it can't catch up. Just
You know what's funny? It's faster on the ground.
yeah. That's not funny. That's terrifying.
It's
my
funny
familiar
to
does
me
have a
as
flight
the
speed of
beetle.
60, so you definitely can't catch it. Even at sprinting, you're half at speed.
Yeah, it's like Joey said, it's a utility monster. I have siege.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, it's an interesting monster, without a doubt.
Oh, it's incredible. I'm
Vance,
gonna.
what did you do? You sent your dragon away.
He's out ahead, watching ahead.
Uh-huh. All right. We're going the wrong way, right?
No.
Well, now you're-
Glenn got us on
Yeah.
going the right way.
Okay.
So none of us can communicate any of this to each other.
Actually,
Your silence
anybody here who is proficient in survival? Anybody?
Probably.
And you're half
Yeah.
proficient because bards are broken.
Vance and Falbin would both be half proficient then.
Okay.
Us, at least.
Anybody else? The two of you can at least communicate in directions very simply. There's certain tactics that everybody who's good at survival knows how to communicate. Silence, halt, move forward, gesture, things like that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, to monkey this means something else, but, you know, that's... I just imagine you guys, like, do that, hold up, and monkey goes, yes. But anyways...
Do we need to talk to this bug, Vance?
I don't know that we can.
I think I have an idea. I'm going to cast tongues on the bug. That'll make it so that it can understand a spoken language it hears.
Does that have verbal components to it?
Oh, yes.
You
Never
can't
mind.
cast spells with verbal
Yep.
components
Right.
while within.
I will lean forward. I don't know what order we're sitting on here, but I'm going to lean forward and get close to somebody's body and say, "Can you hear me?" And I'm going to do it like how I speak to Boris and other animals.
One of the legs. One of the legs will sneak up and like kind of push Monkey a slight bit, like away from his body, so he's not so fucking close.
Yeah, he can hear. He can understand us. We're good to go.
Oh.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Perfect.
I'm just
And
doing
it's-
what I'm doing, just like signaling
Yeah.
something towards.
Just another typical day where only
After we
only,
have
where
these-
only brother Jack and I speak to each other.
These few successes, failures, I just recline and get comfortable, figuring we're gonna land somewhere.
Polymorph lasts an hour, right?
So, yes. But moving at a full dash, 30 feet per round.
It's so luxurious.
That's 10. 10 times 30, so 300 feet a minute. Fuck, I walk faster than that.
Wait, with a dash, wouldn't it be? Is your
It's
your movement-
15 up to 30.
Oh, 15.
Its flying speed is 15. It's a
That's why you
siege
said-
beetle.
That's why you said that the walking was faster than. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so let me get a calculator out just to make this easier. So 30 times 10, that's 300, times 60, that's a minute. Or wait, no, that's an hour.
180, 1800.
Alrighty.
Right. And our world is like 24,901 miles around. So it's going to take us some time to get where we need to go.
So,
We go 1 mile in an hour. 1 mile, 1.5 miles, basically an hour.
I hope this doesn't end.
I take out this lovely port that I have and pour myself a little tiny sifter of it.
And you have wine?
Yes.
I've been
don't?
sober for a week and a half.
Oh, I pour another one and I just hand it to you.
24,000 hours later, we end up back in the same spot as we circle the globe.
So,
That'd be 1,000 days.
Fly for an hour and you see a broken bridge. Weren't we just here?
I swear to Christ.
no, I did that to them last night. You continue flying. And after 30 minutes, you can see that that object in the distance is closer now.
Oh,
How much closer?
I mean, it's noticeably so. Before it was the size of like a pen cap, and now it's like the size of a marble.
Oh, jeez.
whatever that is that we're going to is very small.
Or very far away.
I don't know that that's how things work.
Anyways,
We should probably go faster.
The player is reminded of that scene in Dumb and Dumber where they're on the scooter going up and it's freezing
Yep.
and cold. And he's like, just let it go. It's going to take us a while to get there.
so another 15 minutes go by.
I wonder how long this lasts.
And the object is considerably closer. Now, when you look over at it, you can see that it appears like a like a platform out here with all these numerous portraits around it that are all completely blank, white, void. You can't make out any other additional details quite yet. But now, at this point, it is far too late for you all to turn around.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out my rope, tie it around my waist, take the other end, tie it around Glenn, and pass the rope on so that we can all tie ourselves to each other, including onto, I don't know how it'll work, but Samdi. We can do a slip knot on Samdi, so if he gets smaller, it'll.
Not around my neck, not around my neck.
I mean, Somebody's pretty chunky, but I don't think he's gargantuan chunky.
No.
Just around one of his legs. We can do a slip knot around one of his
Yeah, the leg's about the size of one of y'all. So, now that you've gotten considerably closer, Samdi, your spell is about to expire, and everybody, you feel Samdi shrinking into a more crocodilian state. I need acrobatics and athletics checks from all of you to make it over to the platform real quick.
Can it be either or?
Yeah, either or.
Fuck.
As he's shrinking, do I have time to activate my blade song?
I mean, yeah, if you want.
Okay, I have advantage on this roll.
So, for clarification to the two people outside of the know, when he activates the blade song, the cackling becomes outward.
Oh god.
Very briefly, as it shrinks down into a short sword that I'm holding on my back.
So, everyone else jumps off no problem. Vance, as you are leaping last, and you see Samdi beginning to, lunge forward in his state, but is falling, you pull at the rope tightly, and Samdi, you swing underneath, and the rope just snags your tail, and oh, that hurts. But it's
I
better
can't
than
hold
falling.
him. I can't hold him.
You all see Vance getting pulled over the ledge.
Vance has a strength of 8.
Come.
Not light.
I am not that much better. I'm gonna try and grab one.
Yup, and now both of you are falling over.
I will. I'll grab on. I'll dig my heels in with my spurs. And
Stops all of you. Pulling everybody up, you hear from the other side of this encapsulated little, circle that has all these numerous blank portraits, a little bit of laughter.
I turn around and look at who laughed or what laughed.
You're looking at a blank portrait.
That was quite funny, I agree.
It was.
So,
Multiple blank portraits or just one?
So there's a lot of portraits like there
Okay.
were in that hallway just around it, but these ones are blank and white. The ones you saw in the hallway that were blank before were blank and black.
Samdi is being pulled up. He looks about 2 inches shorter.
Wouldn't you be 2 inches taller?
Yeah, they
You know,
fucking
I said-
elongated your body.
No,
I think it's
my
just-
tail is elongated.
Oh.
I think it's just fortunate that you're not a lizard, because lizard tails just pop right off.
I mean, I know what you mean, but that's racist.
No, I was just trying to be optimistic.
But you were racist in the process.
at least we would have had food.
And you wouldn't have me. Ain't
Whoa.
that a swell world?
We would have had you. A little medium rare, some barbecue sauce.
I'm going to kill you one day.
I could create a bonfire if we want to cook something.
All of you are dead.
I don't need alligator. That makes any
difference in this.
Well, no, because he's crocodile.
I don't think I eat that either.
Oh. I'm gonna
Anyway,
go up to
who's
one of
laughing?
the portraits.
Yeah,
Or lizard.
you're at one of the portraits.
Or snake.
Stare into the portrait.
Mm,
Does it just stay white?
it
Is there anything
stays
that's-
white.
How is this like a never-ending hallway kind of situation, or is it?
No, it's like a disc-shaped platform,
Oh, okay.
and around the platform is this centralized block that has portraits all around it.
One of them giggled.
Giggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will cast See Invisibility,
Okay.
and then I will walk around the whole platform.
All right. Roll me a perception check. 23. Walking around the platform, you do notice on one of the sides of it, there is an invisible doorknob underneath two portraits.
I found a doorknob.
Oh, turn it.
I'll
And
turn
then
it.
pull. Or push. Maybe it's a push.
Wait. Glenn, you do it. No.
Oh, that's right. Glenn is supposed to be the one that does all the testing, but Glenn's like wandering off to the side, so I'll do it.
So, you open it up.
Pull for. I'll try and push first, see if that works.
It is not a push, it is a pull.
Oh, well, then I'll pull.
Alrighty. You open it up, and who's looking in first?
Probably me, since I'm the one holding up the
Okay.
door.
You look inside, and there appears to be an elven man seated on top of a small piano bench, sipping tea, looking at you, smiling.
Hello. I'll say that in Elvish.
From behind Vance. And just lean around.
Hello. You all are remarkable, I must say. I was not expecting you all to, well, the first two to ever leave. You seem to have lost motivation after your tum-tum got hungry. The other three I thought lacked any creativity to find their way through the story.
Who are you?
Who's talking right now?
I am the storyteller.
Oh.
The security of this hallway, navigating and controlling each of the portraits.
You trap people in the portraits? For security?
Of course. People who don't belong here. That is my purpose. To ensure that the safety of the students is upheld above all else.
And what happens if you accidentally get a student?
Oh, the students would never be lured into the pictures. They're all registered.
What about members of the Mirror Weave Society?
I am unfamiliar with that. But congratulations. You all have found your way over to the center of the portraits. Quite remarkably so as well. Wasn't expecting you to, well, logic your way out of my story so easily.
Mm.
Kind of just trial and error, to be honest.
Kind of made a little bit of sense having been the target of other stories. I'm sure you've read my books.
Right about now, I repeat what would be heard in the background in that room we've been in for the last few days. Oh no! Ha 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 ha! It's that woman's laugh.
Yes, of course. And you, young Vance, you were, well, nearly a few more days away from dying.
Well, it would have been more days if somebody would have told me they had food, water, and wine, but
You did never ask, to be fair.
So, now you all are here, so you can be more comfortable at least.
Will you let us out?
Why would I do such a thing?
I think we're
You, of course, are more than welcome to leave if you would like, sir. Everyone else, I'm afraid, are stuck here.
I'm allowed to leave?
Of course you are.
What?
why of course is he?
Well, he's on the directory.
Zombie slowly turns to Glenn.
I'm on the what now? Do you know who I am?
You're on the directory. I don't need to know who you are.
Where is said directory?
Oh, the headmaster's office.
Can we visit the headmaster's office?
No, all of you are intruders. You're stuck here to die.
To die? Is that the word you used?
Yes.
Oh.
I must have some kind of clearance from being on the directory to allow others in, right?
No, unfortunately, you do not. None of them have hall passes.
How would I go about getting a hall pass for my friends here?
Speak to the headmaster. And if they're not in, one of the other professors should be in charge.
Yeah,
What if the place is like empty though? Because we were like on the outside and there were just like a bunch of spirits and stuff.
Oh, I'm not too sure about what's happening there.
I thought the school was like blown up.
I don't think he knows that.
Did you know that the school has blown up?
I did not know.
So
Tell me about this. What happened?
I have no idea. It's mostly ruins.
We're trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
And do you still have the books in your pocket?
Not a very good story.
I will.
Sorry.
I'll
We
pull out
don't
my
know.
collections of the Echoes of the Shattered Veil.
Vance, he has first editions.
Wow, nice collection.
Thanks. I'm really proud of this.
It's way better than the copies I've found.
Well, anyway, these are the stories that I'm going to try to like look up, like put the book to like one of the paintings and like look through it.
Huh. Intriguing.
Who wrote
I-
those?
A guy by the name of Elgin Glenstride.
Right.
You heard of him?
Oh yeah.
What do you know of him?
He wrote some books.
No, that's it. I was hoping
By
for a
the
little
way-
bit more.
I was hoping for a more complex story that seems more linear and constructed for those of easy-minded, well, lithfulness. There's no
Did you
drama. There's no real threat or danger. It's all very childish.
paint the paintings we were stuck in?
Well, yes, I did. Did you see? Did you like them?
Yeah, nice work. That's all I was
Who-
going to...
I thought it
Who's-
would be a marvelous picture of one of your fondest memories, Vance.
It was, but the hue of that wall was terrible. I don't remember Dad having that bad of taste.
I try to construct my stories for everybody based around what they would enjoy the most, and I tend to stay away from things that they do not enjoy.
Are you saying those paintings are like paintings of like our each individual's past and stuff?
Well, one moment of theirs that is a very fond, relaxing moment. It encapsulates them more easily, and it also allows them to enjoy a fond memory, at least in their final hours.
Then you capture people there in order to keep them there until they die for
Yes.
trespassing.
Yes, of course.
Seems like a pretty severe punishment for trespassing.
Mhm. We take the safety of our students very seriously here.
Are there even any students left?
I don't know.
So you're just killing people for nothing.
Well, I am here to do what I am told to do. This is my entire purpose. I am the storyteller.
In the last, can you tell time in here?
I cannot.
I am going to try this on him, Shadow Lore. So he can make a wisdom save, and if he makes it, he's unaffected. But if he fails, he is charmed by me.
You attempt to charm this individual, but you don't seem to be capable of attaching to their mind.
Hmm.
And they don't react like they know what happened at all. They just don't seem affected by that magic.
Hmm.
So, is there a particular picture you all would enjoy I construct for you for your last days? I'd be more than happy to take any memory that you would like.
Would we be able to just return to the outside?
No.
Oh.
Oh man, so
Say if the students were all fucking dead. Would you have a purpose?
Yes, my purpose is to trap anybody who is not on the directory inside of these portraits and ensure the safety of the students.
May I see the directory?
No, you may not.
But you've already lost half of your purpose.
How so?
All the students are dead.
Well, there's one right there. Points at Glenn.
Does he point at Glenn?
Well, he's already been dead and came back.
What do you mean?
You probably don't know what a skeleton looks like.
Oh, I know what skeletons look like. There are many different portraits, and they wave their hand, and the portraits around this hallway that were in the hallway appears, and you see all of the skeletal figures.
And that makes sense as a player. That makes sense if you think back to the other pictures where there's suddenly skeletons in there.
Yeah, that was my first thought when I said to trap them to death, and I was like, oh. Anyway. Well, he's undead.
Is this true?
oh, I mean, if you can find a way to check yourself, but yeah, as far as I know, I don't need to eat, breathe, drink. Technically, I don't really need to sleep, but it's nice to get a rest every once in a while.
You don't need to eat or breathe or sleep. Really? I would like to test this to see.
Sure, I guess.
They twist their hand, and there's this large bowl with no exit that appears around you and just starts filling with water.
I'm just gonna chill.
The water goes all the way to the top of this fishbowl without exit. I don't really understand how long it would take for someone to perish like this. Somebody else for a point of reference who is alive? Anybody?
What, probably a
Thank
few
you.
minutes at most.
Oh, really? So, will you volunteer?
Oh, I've already died once. I'd rather not do it again.
Very fair. I just don't know exactly what a minute is.
Oh, you count to 60. But you say like 1,000.
I just did it.
Let's say to try it one more time. But not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60. It's 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. The way it paces correctly with time.
But I just did that.
Oh. Maybe if you did it twice? I'm thinking that by now most of us would have been struggling at least, and he seems fine.
I'm trying to talk, but it's just bubbles coming.
Huh. Very strange. Well, I suppose I'll leave that there until one of you ends up needing to fall asleep.
But then you're just gonna put one of us in when we fall asleep, or what?
Oh, no, I am not. I'm a storyteller. How interesting of a story would it be if I simply just killed you? That is not intriguing whatsoever. As easy as it is to just simply kill any of you, really. Rocks could kill you, all honesty.
Those giant birds? Or do you mean like a rock that you throw?
Either or.
Okay.
Yes. But that's not a good story.
But
Oh.
ultimately, aren't you just telling the same story over and over again? Person touches painting, person gets trapped in a fond memory, person dies with the will to lose.
But
Live.
that is the intriguing part. Each of these memories are different.
The memories are different, but the story's the same.
Well, I mean,
If I change
every
a minor
story
detail, it doesn't change the story.
every story has a beginning, middle, and end. Doesn't mean they're all the same.
Yes, but the beginning, the middle, and the end are the same in every story.
No, the middle is completely different. The beginning and the end are the same.
Yes, it's repetitive.
So what
Hardly
you're saying
what I
is,
would consider to be the heights of storytelling. Kind of disappointed if
and
the
you believe?
storyteller
Eh.
tells the same story every single time.
Do you believe you are capable of weaving a more intriguing story than myself?
Oh, I'm sure I could. I've written tons of them.
Very well. Knowing the limitations that I have, construct the story surrounding Glenn, then. Or, you know what? He is a student. We are not allowed to harm him. Pick one of these individuals. Construct your story. I will make it real. You tell the story.
I'm going to mentally connect to Vance. If he's gonna make it real, pick Monkey.
Okay.
And I'm going to mentally connect to Vance and go, if he's going to make it real, get us fuck out of here.
Vance,
So
there's
I-
so many voices in your head.
So I'm going to tell a story about Monkey. And I'm going to start from the beginning of where I know Monkey.
As soon as it starts, you just hear Falvin go, shit.
Of a captured god trapped in a gem.
Yes.
I will connect to your mind and you don't hear shit.
Freed by a group of random adventurers. And I'll keep going and going through some of the exploits that I remember, and then I'll make up some stuff in the middle on how he eventually came here to help one of his followers follow his dream to return to the school that he went to, and finding the school empty and devoid. How he then led his follower and his follower's friends out and to the exit of the building, and then to where Glenn could finally find what he was looking for, the end of his story, his final book written posthumously,
All
and
right.
that they all leave with what Glenn was looking for in the end.
Glenn's clapping.
Roll
Underwater.
for me a performance check. Let's see if the storyteller grows bored at any point in time.
I will use my advantage.
Yes.
Yes.
29.
Yes.
Make Monkey a god.
There we go.
So he narrates through the story. Though, Monkey, your form never changes. You do get the outfits, you get the atmosphere, you get the construction of the origin of you yourself and everything else surrounding you. It is a capsulating sequence of the story evolving and changing and growing as you walk various paths and shoot many foes that you've gone up against and many foes that you have never seen before in your life. I mean, that sounds really cool, but like you've never really fought that before. Monkey, I need you now to roll a performance check to fit into the story.
Shit.
I'm about to roll.
Man, I made the calculations, but boy, am I bad at math.
You're the one that told me to use monkey zombie.
That's what I said. I'm bad at math.
I should have used Falman as the heart of the story. He's a fellow bard.
I'm about to roll if anyone wants to.
I don't have anything to do for you. I'm already telling the story.
I
Someone...
mean, you're bards,
And-
right?
Oh, can I weave in a bardic inspiration?
Sure.
So that's a D8.
I am proficient in performance. Can I try to minor illusion something behind him to make him look a little bit more glowy?
Well, I mean,
Something
he's
like that.
getting all of the atmosphere and everything he needs already, so
I'm just trying to give him advantage.
he has everything at his disposal. It's up to him to act like a god on a journey.
All right, but I do get the
D8.
D8. All right.
Yep. And you already used your inspiration.
Oh no, I have. Hold on. Thank you. I'm gonna blow it now. Thank you. Where is your name? It's on another character sheet, but it was for. No, where did I put it?
Is it me or Goose?
Or Tim,
yeah.
if it was in the Tuesday group.
Ah,
If it was
No,
the
I
Tuesday.
bought one for this group once too.
yeah.
A while ago, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You
but-
just got to be able to thank the right person.
How would you think all three of them?
I could.
It
I
has to
wanna
be
say
marked.
It was, yeah, I want to say it was Tim's. It was given to us.
When?
On our last game that we played, but it was for any. No, you gave it to me.
For
Hold
a
on.
pun?
But I remember it could be used on any character. It's on my, and I wrote the name down on my Tuesday character sheet.
I gave it to you because you were the only person who listened to my rules and filled out the when to meet properly
That's
in
right.
the
That's what it was.
entire community.
That's right. That's what it was.
I remember.
Yes, so you can thank me.
Thank you, DM Joey, Pro DM Joey. All right. Okay. Still nervous, but it's not as. Thank God for.
Come on.
advantage.
You got
Here
this.
we go.
Don't forget the D8.
Woohoo!
That's really good for you.
Yeah, still it's okay. 19. I'll take a 19 over a. I'll take a 19.
Yeah, yeah. That's about as best as you could possibly do, Monkey.
Yep.
The entire time, the storyteller is waving their hands, changing and altering this dimension completely at will. It is astonishing the level of power this individual has inside of this location. And towards the end of the story, what is the conclusion of it, Vance?
the conclusion was us finding what Glenn was looking for. So the last book, I'm assuming, is what Glenn was here for.
Mm-hmm.
And us finding an exit out
So-
with Kat and Bart. That was we find them on our way out.
So, you end up towards the end inside of some crypt-looking location that has desks and chairs set up inside. And you're a fan of the book, so you know the proper atmosphere to describe and narrate through. And Monkey, you end up reaching towards the shelf, pulling a book off of it, and then you wander over towards a door, open it, and you walk in, everyone else following, seeing Bart and Kat, who both are a little confused at seeing you all here, not realizing yet that they're inside of a memory of theirs painted by the storyteller. And as you grab onto their hands, you see a door directly in front of you.
In the story, Monkey leads us to the exit as Glenn is his follower.
I will head towards the exit.
You'll lead us to the promised land, guys. Come on.
Dear God, no.
Now,
Monkey walks out. Glenn follows him out. Everyone else is stuck. Okay.
So, you all walk through the doorway, and it would appear that you are inside of that long hallway. Looking around, peering at the beautiful portraits that still encapsulate you. And then the door behind you shuts, and there appears to be just a portrait where it was. The portrait is of nothing but a door.
Brother Jack, you still got that book?
Book.
Just say right here, your final copy that you grabbed on the way out.
Do I have it?
Yeah, there's a book in your hand.
No way.
All right. Thank you, Vance, for your wonderful story. That was mighty touching.
The last
That-
time I weaved a tale like that, I ended up needing it to earn a resurrection later.
That is
I
true.
feel like you already resurrected us with that one. Somebody dips his hand in his bag of holding and touches the side of the wall.
Yeah.
Gonna see if some paint comes off.
Did you put paint inside of your bag of holding?
No, you had water.
No, if
No,
I'm
it's
trying
just
to
using
check
water.
if the wall is painted.
Make sure that we're not
Oh,
in the paint.
no, you are
Have we-
outside of the painting.
Have we been inceptioned?
Just Sandy's like, I hate it there.
Wait, that worked.
Honestly, I'm as surprised as you.
You're surprised.
Oh, great job, everyone. By the way, this is Princess Cat. That's Bart. And this is Falbin. Well, you guys
Hi.
remember Vance.
They all greet each other. Now, Glenn, you are holding that book in your hand.
Yeah. Before I go through looking through that book, you said something about me being a student. I could have sworn. What's his name said that I wasn't a student, but I was part of the Mirrorweave Society. This is getting all confusing.
Maybe they
I don't-
didn't know you as a student.
I gotta say, I just spun you as a student because that's what he said at some point.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I have no knowledge of whether you're a student or not.
Yeah, no, to clarify, we interrogated some ghosts of the students,
Mm.
and they told us that Glenn wasn't a student, but a member of this secret society that worked to help people or some shit.
Well, maybe he was posing as a student and part of the Mirrorweave Society and somehow got himself on the roll. I
Oh,
don't know.
To clarify, Glenn has
No
amnesia.
way.
I think it
Clar-
needs to be a clarifying point. He has amnesia, that's why we're rooting around here.
Mm.
Can't remember everything that's going on, you know? I get glimpses and flashes, but anyway, can't believe we got this book.
That'll be some
Alright.
good reading.
Come on, man.
Alright,
You
so-
seem to be a fan of this. Let's enjoy this one together, huh?
Sounds like a plan to me.
You
Oh,
open
nice.
up.
You guys are gonna read out loud together. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I'm gonna read it out loud.
You open up the first page, and it is blank.
Oh,
No.
I was waiting for that.
I
Honestly, I was expecting it.
Open up again.
I was
Where-
expecting it to have like scribbles.
Where now in the thing in this? No, it's not gonna. Where did the book appear in this story?
Inside of some crypt, kept deep within the heart of the academy itself, not this wing. Near an area that it looks like some makeshift desks were put together. It is exactly what Vance described.
That's why, as the player, I'm trying to decide if we should go look for that area or we're not going to be able to find it because it's just pure imagination.
just crap I pulled off the top of my head.
The storyteller did says something about a directory being in the headmaster's office. Maybe we could, maybe that could be a leading point of where to go check.
That's a good point. Now, the other thing is at least the book, hopefully the outside will give us an idea of what the actual book looks like.
And I'm thinking, he's saying that like as long as you're in the directory, you're welcomed here, Because I was thinking like worst case scenario, if we were stuck in there, I was allowed to get out, so maybe I could have went to look for the directory, but we could like put all our names in it or register for it, or speak to somebody there if someone's still there.
Yeah, let's go add our names. That's a great idea.
At least we won't have to deal with this sort of security system.
Weren't you guys running from something when you touched the?
Yeah, don't
Painting
damage the
something?
walls. Apparently that summons ancient god destroyers.
Into what now?
Yeah, don't attack the wall. Do not.
Got it.
This is what happens when I have anyone but Glenn try my stuff out. Summons
Not the
god
same
destroyers.
when Monkey does it.
Glenn,
Yeah, when Monkey does it, summons
perfect
god
guinea pig.
destroyers. They're the one person I care about if they die.
And you're thinking Monkey's the god?
It is a guy. You haven't seen him do what he can do yet.
There's no thinking. It's pretty much what it is.
He's been pretty adamant about it the whole time I've known him. So,
Okay.
though I admit,
I'll tell you one thing. It has worn the rest of us down so that we wouldn't be surprised if it turns out to be true.
It is true. I don't know why you guys are all in denial. You've seen some of the miracles he's performed already.
Clarify your definition of miracle.
Well, like on our adventures, he summoned the clouds. When we're fighting, he can like magnificently like enlarge himself to his true form.
I just
there's-
turned into a giant fucking 10-seater beetle.
Yeah,
Is
but
that
that's
not a-
magic. No,
Yeah,
it's
that's
magic.
that's magic. I know all about that stuff.
I'm leaving. Goodbye. I turn around.
I remember enough Monkey Somdi to not even be worth arguing. If he's got a follower, it's only got to be worse, I imagine.
Oh, not a follower. I've got many now.
Yeah, he's got a whole church and stuff. Don't you know?
You have a church now.
2.
In construction.
Just
Yeah.
to correct you, he has 2.
I've somehow missed those in my travels.
Yeah, Casino has one. You would have seen it. It was, you thought at first it was a joke, but actually it has this wonderful aspect to it where it also acts as a hostel for anybody traveling through who can't afford to live in any of the, inns or anything like that.
Interesting.
And a hair salon in the front, so when you walk
Yeah.
in, if you need to get your hair
All
cut.
of the homeless people of Casino look on point.
You put a hair salon in your church?
Don't you know he has a minor godhood in hair. Sorry, glorious hair.
Glorious hair.
I guess that would explain the comb you gave Alvin.
Yeah, he needs some help.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to venture through this hall, see if we can find a way to like some kind of maybe meet up with what's his name, Oliver.
Well, Yeah, he went around the other side to upstairs. Okay. You wander down this hall, heading in towards the same direction that would lead to you and Oliver meeting up, into you're going left, he goes right, you would hopefully collide. As you wander down this segment of the hallway, you open up a door, and you see that it has a sheer drop immediately after the doorway, and you can see where there's crumbles and ruins of what once there was stairs here. And when you look up, you can see the segments of stone where the stairs were, anchored in are mostly cracked and ruined. I mean, there's a pathway that looks scalable to anybody who's good at climbing, but yeah, this looks like it's a staircase that leads higher up.
If I had to put my money on anything, I would say the headmaster's office is at the top.
Oh.
If it's in this wing.
Oh, right. Well, it seems like it would be related, because it's that's where the storyteller said that, like, he made it seem like it was kind of close wherever the directory was.
I don't think the storyteller is limited to this wing.
Based upon what he could do, he's probably not limited to any wing in particular. He was a very powerful entity, whatever he was.
Pain in the ass.
Well, we should go up and look. Do we know what the headmaster's name was?
The last headmaster?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have it written down. Headmaster Toddson.
Wouldn't be Kevin Toddson, would it be?
Ebenezer Toddson.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But and no sign of Oliver?
No. I mean, you look like you're cut off because there's another door on the other side. You could try to scale over there, open the door, and keep venturing, but
He can catch up. That's guess we can go up. We have climbing gear, right?
you do, but you left behind a bunch of pittons on your climb down.
Right. I'm more worried about you guys because I think I'm able to just scale up.
I have a plan.
The beetle would not fit inside of this area someday.
I'm not talking about the beetle.
Okay, what's the next one you got?
Sand spider.
Sand spider. Ooh, I have that one.
Yes, I've seen it because he used it in game.
Yeah, it's a good thing, right? Wait, why is it not showing up?
Tome Beast 1?
Yeah, I definitely
Probably-
have that one.
Did you write it sand spider? Because it might show up as spider, comma, sand.
I hate that they do that.
It's just labeled under spiders.
So, you all watch Samdi just
Oh, God.
step out and grow into this giant spider that fills the entirety of the encapsulated area.
Can I stay on the side of the wall?
You can't fit sideways. You're too big for that. But you can fit with your legs stretching out and just walk up it like that.
Oh, so okay, I get it. So Samdi's just gonna do that. It's just gonna hold on. It's my intelligence. Oh, I have beast speech now.
Nice.
Just gonna wave at everyone. Hold on.
Monkey, you can understand him perfectly.
Looking good, Samdi.
I give you a salute as I begin picking people up. With I have
Yeah,
a
I'll
strength of
follow.
20 if it matters.
Oh, yeah, no, you can easily have everybody on your back and just go up. Everybody else, you have to hold on and, cuddle close because he's not that big. He's big as hell, but not that big. But, yeah. Once you get to a higher platform, you peer your head inside, and it appears that you are inside of a, dormitory here in this wing. you see a common room that has the table flipped upside down, tossed asunder. You see numerous different unique-looking contraptions in here that, to most of you, make no sense. Who here's proficient in Arcana?
I hold on. Not proficient, but I have advantage.
Okay.
Gun?
What?
Is Glenn proficient?
Nope, I am not.
No.
Oh,
You
we
just-
have 2 bards.
Yeah. So you have one who's actually proficient. So,
Oh,
Falbin. Oh, you're not actually proficient?
I am.
Okay.
I'm
Falbin, you see, peering into here, inside of this common room, they have a automated chess table, which obviously many different mages like to play automated chess, since they don't actually have to move pieces or even use their mage hand. They just think about their pieces and they move into the proper positions. And you also can't cheat with this, which makes it so wonderful. In addition to that, they also have this large spherical looking cage that appears to be encapsulated in the center a globe of some kind, and you would know that that would be utilized for recreational divining, where individuals would like to see what's going on in particular areas around the globe. But magic of that caliber and nature is astonishingly powerful, not something you would give to a bard college, a literal bard college students. In addition to that, you also see that they have this brass-looking telescope that is currently crashed onto its side, which would be utilized for actual divining, looking at the stars and figuring out things. This rec room, it looks incredible. Oh, also they have one of those automated music boxes, where if you say a specific song and the music box has ever heard the song before, it will perform that song. And you can adjust it based off of whatever pitch you want. You can make it faster, slower, change the tempo however you see fit, whatever you want to do.
Wow.
Can I teach it a song?
If it doesn't already have it.
I know it doesn't have it.
Okay, which one?
I'm going to teach it the song I wrote about my lord that I originally, my composition, my original composition for Tal'Dorei that I wrote, so that it's stored for history, because that was always one of my goals, is to spread that. That was part of the promise.
Yeah. So you start performing that for the wonderful little box that listens, and then after you're done the performance, it starts playing it back exactly how you performed it.
That we could make use of that.
That's pretty cool.
Now,
By
the
the way,
box
as a
itself
player-
is about 5 feet tall, by the way, and about like 3.5 feet wide, and weighs 600 pounds.
Okay, never mind.
Jukebox. It's like a jukebox.
I can't move.
But
that.
go ahead, as a player.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, as a player, I just totally geeked out on the word dormitory, because I realized Spanish for sleep is dormir, and so like my brain just like made this really cool connection, like sleep, dormir, dormitory. That's where the word comes from Latin, right? Because Spanish is derived out of Latin, and dormir means to sleep, and dormitory. Anyway, it was just really cool, really cool language connection there.
I'm gonna go reset up the telescope. This is supposed to go like this, and set it up so it's pointing out the window.
Wait, there's a window?
And I'll explain what all the things do to everybody. This is for that. That is for this. This is for divining. This is for astrology, and also divining.
If we can move that music box somehow, we might be able to help out Reese, who's just sitting there waiting to play something, playing our box on repeat. Maybe that can help out. But other than that,
What's wrong with Reese?
no, he's stuck with this music box downstairs, and he's pressing the button every I don't know, I think 10 minutes or so to keep the spirits calm on the lower floor.
Got it. So if we're looking for, are we still looking for the headmaster's office?
Spider
Chief?
shrugs.
I believe that would be the best. Yeah. See if we can get ourselves on that directory or something, or I think that would be a good place to try to look for some information.
So I'll try the divining globe.
Okay.
See if I can find the office. I'll try scrying through the divining globe.
All right. So you describe the office, how you picture it. That's how this thing works. You have to describe something you are looking for and see if it moves there. Or a specific name of something.
What did you guys say the name was of the...
Todson, Headmaster Todson's office of the Blatera Academy of Magic and Divination.
Got it. Headmaster Todson's office, Academy of Divination. I think it looks probably like this, and I describe a large wooden desk, very well polished, very well kept up. Probably something divination-wise related in there, maybe stars or a constellation of some sort. Those are the things I think of.
Roll me a performance check.
Oh. All right. I'm going to give myself inspiration for it, too. So there's my performance. And I think my inspiration is a D10 now.
Nice.
So 19.
Christ.
Let's go. You describe this, and everybody else watches as the metallic exterior to it starts shifting and moving around very quickly, and the globe on the inside just starts rotating, and it moves so incredibly quickly that only those of you with a passive of 20 or higher, which is 3 of you, holy shit, would notice that the globe itself changed a lot. It's no longer showing the same style of continents. It's showing a completely different style of continents. The water shifted into a different color as well. It seems lighter in nature. Everything seems to change about that globe, and then it slows and locks into position. And what you were peering at appears to be Komortar. More particular, the Baleara coast. I would like a survival check from everybody from the Baleara coast, or who has journeyed around it a considerable amount.
And for the...
I don't think I've ever been there.
Which one is the coast? Where's the which side?
It's where you guys are on right now. This is the coast.
Okay.
The Baleara coast is this entire section all the way up to the mountain range.
All right, that's what I thought. And so, and you said a survival check, right?
That is correct. 23.
It's look like this. I'm gonna suck this afternoon.
12.
Well, I will tell you,
Okay.
as a character that has, I'm not a charisma character, and boy, do I make a lot of charisma rolls.
Well, I'd like to thank you for your sacrifice.
So, looking at this, you obviously recognize the coastline, Monkey, but you're trying to figure out specifics, and you don't have an actual map of this coast, unfortunately, so you're just working off of memory, and you're looking for somewhere with a lot of trees, but damn, they have a lot of trees out here. However, Falvin, you recognize that the trees seem to become more scarce southern down, and there seems to be water trickled in around the southern reach of it, which you can estimate what it is showing you is somewhere within this area here.
Oh.
That would be considered northern crosslands.
Mm-hmm. Looks like where we're trying to go is the Northern Crosslands area. Does anybody have a map?
That is very far from where we are, if I remember correctly. We are in like the Fukai Lake, the bottom of the Fukai Lake.
Yep.
Glenn has a map, but I don't think it's going to do us much good. Don't you have a map from before? It's not a map of the area, but we were using a different map before.
Not 100%.
I don't recall.
Didn't we have a map when we were going through?
You guys had a map of the Abaquin Desert.
And then we also had a map when we were going under somewhere, and Glenn was using survival to.
I have a map of this.
But when you were in Nesfer Seat Mountains, he had a map during that area.
Yeah, in that area. But it wasn't of this. He just asked if any of us had a map, and so I was saying Glenn has a map. That's all.
Yeah, he had a map of the mine shafts in the Nesfer Seat Mountains. Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not the right map. We need a map of this area, I think. Does anybody do divining magic?
No. I'm not that well versed in that kind of magic.
No.
But you said the Northern Crosslands? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Crosslands. There's like a big forest over if we're the Fukai Lake, then I think it's just east a long way.
Did you by chance happen to see like a giant tree or anything like that? It's actually from one of the books.
You look at it, and it's a little south of a giant tree. Yeah. There's a tree that sits above the rest.
It's south of that giant tree by like half a day.
Wow.
Walking.
You know, these books really have a lot of truth in them. I don't know what people are saying about like children's stories and stuff.
The tree looks so big, it's like as large as the mountains. Even bigger. Some, anyway. So yeah, it looks like it's over there. So we'd have to go east from here.
Yeah, that sounds good. And I will holler out, Cloud, and summon Cloud.
Oh, is this a holy thing?
Cloud is on its way.
Vance is now convinced that Cloud isn't going to work any more than it did in the past, so that Glenn was lying about the fact that Monkey can do Cloud.
No, trust me, it's gonna show up. It's just, we're underwater and stuff,
Wait, did you just say there was a cloud underwater?
No, I'm saying we're underwater. So the cloud would have to come underwater to get to us.
Oh. I don't even know how that works.
He talks a lot about this cloud fall, but I wouldn't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Wait, we could fly there.
He's been talking about it ever since I first met him, so...
The cloud?
The cloud, yeah.
Well, I think he said it was part of his holy... I mean, look, and I pull out his holy symbol. Kind of a cloud-looking comb. Same color, anyway. Right, Monkey? Isn't that what this is? Kind of cloud-shaped comb?
Yeah, one could see it that way, but sure.
Monkey.
I mean, that's not what it's intended for. I'd hate to assume and disgrace the god.
It's for...
Just hair?
You got a little...
Grooming. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. What were we going to say, Joey?
I was going to say that you can feel Cloud is on its way. You just don't.
Yeah. I know it's going to take a while. That's why I'm doing it now.
Sure. It's on the way.
Yeah. But anyways, there are some lovely looking seats, cushions, lounge chairs all around this beautiful looking parlor. There's a dance floor in the center of it. I mean, this nice little dormitory is wonderful.
I'm gonna search the rest of the dorm for anything that I can find. Like, I'll open drawers, I'll open cupboards. I'm looking primarily for a map, or food, or things that could be used as magic components. Maybe spices or herbs, incense, other things that people use in divination.
Roll me a list, sorry, roll me an investigation.
Oh, this is what I do.
Hey,
I heard the sound, I don't see the number.
26.
26.
Nice.
And for kicks, I'll even... Nah, never mind.
So, this is all that you find in here. You find an enchanted quill and inkwell.
Oh, well, those don't stay here for very long. That's now coming with me.
You find a mirror kind of like crashed onto the floor underneath one of the things, and when you pull it out and look into it, you begin hearing these whispers in your ear. You're beautiful, wonderful, so nice, so charming. Everyone loves you. Nobody says anything bad about you. And it just keeps whispering these compliments as you look at yourself.
I'm going to give that to Sandy. I don't know why, but I feel like he could use those more than I could. Maybe Vance.
Vance is spending this whole time with the jukebox on shuffle, trying to see if he can learn any new songs.
Oh, there's a lot of nice songs. You already have the jukebox. You do also spy, when you go over to one of the dorm rooms that is open, that hanging up on the wall is a luminous dream catcher. It just faintly glows in the dark.
Oh. I'm going to... Can I identify that?
You can, yes. So, you cast Identify, ritually or just hard cast? Oh, wait, you don't have ritual casting as a bard.
I do.
Bards have ritual cast?
This one does. Look.
Yeah, they all do.
Yeah, they have ritual cast, but it's different than the wizard was ritual cast.
It's only the spells you know. It's not like a wizard where you could just read it out of a book, but they do
Right.
have it.
Got you. Okay. So, you cast the spell and identify this as a luminous dream catcher. While the dream catcher is within 5 feet of you, during your long rest, you are immune to spell-like effects such as dream affecting or altering your sleep.
Ooh.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. The next thing you find is across the room where there's another bed, there's a cabinet. You open it up, and there are what appears to be 12 vials filled with this pink-looking liquid. And each one is labeled with dates that are month and day.
Huh. Any idea what these are? Anybody good with potions?
Anybody proficient in alchemy?
I am.
All right, roll an alchemist check.
Here we go. What do I utilize?
Intelligence. Oh, you throw one over at him?
No.
All right, give me a text check. Oh.
You want to what?
Oh, if you're throwing it, he needs a dex check to catch it.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I rolled the intelligence, but I'll roll the dex check. Yeesh. Dex to catch. Oh wait, no, that's save. Sorry. This is straight dex.
16.
Yeah.
You managed to catch the vial in your hand as he threw it at you. Were you, like, chucking it, or were you, like, tossing it to him?
I'm a tosser.
Okay.
I don't chuck.
Okay.
You are.
So anyways,
Suspect it could blow up. But
with
then I
your
would-
with your alchemist check, you are there's something more to this vial. The nature of pink utilized in alchemy whenever you would see it is usually something extracted from people. But the bottle itself has enchantment magic surrounding it. And then abjuration around that. Do you open it to see what's in?
Yeah, I guess I'm the guinea pig here. I will open it up, take a sniff.
All right, there's 12 of these, so roll me a d12.
Oh boy. And they're all labeled with a different date, right?
Correct.
Let's see.
Are any of the dates 6 and 6? Or 2 and 2?
Yes, yes.
Well, because either one of those, I probably would have thrown the 22, the 2-2 one. I have, talismans for those different gods, so.
All right. Well, if you have that one, you toss it over at him, and when you uncork it, everybody hears this loud screaming coming from that room that Glenn is in. And you hear it too until you cork it back up, and now you know what this is. These are bottled emotions. It is something that various schools and colleges utilize for people when you get too stressed out. Enchantment wizards are able to take those emotions from you and place it into a bottle. It's incredibly unhealthy to not let these emotions out eventually, but controlling the nature that you release these emotions is something that can be helpful, especially during cram weeks and such like that.
Seems like that person was stressed.
Right. Great.
Yes.
You want these?
No, I've got more. I got 11 others.
Are you taking all the bottled emotions?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you have 11 bottled emotions. Thank you. I like this magic item a lot. So, once you take all of those, you also see that they have a wand in here. Next to that wand, there's also glowing crystals. And then back out of this room, you see connected to the oval-shaped open common areas, there's another door, and right next to that door there appears to be a portrait whose eyes have been following you this entire time.
Oh. Hey, that portrait is following us. It's looking at us.
Wave at it.
I want to try. Is my identify still up? Can I take a
You have to
gander at-
cast identify each individual time on each object.
Okay, well, I did it on, so I'll cast it on the wand.
Alrighty. This is a mesmerizing wand. When an individual casts an enchantment-style spell utilizing this wand as their spell focus, the target of that spell has disadvantage on their saving throw.
Hmm. Neat. Just having met Kat, I'll turn it around and hand it to her going, I feel like you would like this.
I guess she'll take it.
I mean, Sandy, don't you use enchantment magic too?
Samdi, have you currently woven like a web or something in the hallway? Oh, he BRB'd a while ago.
Oh,
Oh.
you're right.
Right. Didn't see that.
Me neither. So the portrait seems to be still watching you.
Yes. I'm gonna go up to the portrait and wave my hand in front of it.
I refuse to look at any portraits at this point.
Howdy, storyteller.
I'm not the storyteller.
Oh, you talk.
Yes, of course I do.
Hi, my name's Glenn. What's your name?
Beatrice.
Beatrice.
Yes.
Pleasure to meet ya.
Lady Beatrice Losidonius.
Oh. I bow to Lady Beatrice
Good, one of you has respect.
and I say, so, what have you seen that interests you here? And can we engage you in a couple of conversations?
Well, of course you can engage in conversations. That's the purpose of speaking to begin with, isn't it?
True.
And you all are the first people I've seen in quite some time.
Were you here when this place was broken?
Oh, yes, that was terrible, terrible accident.
What happened?
Oh, students started getting thrown around, and a couple of them went shattering through the windows, and luckily it repairs itself, so I don't have to look at broken windows all day long, but it's exhausting, and seeing some of them, and, well, I believe some of their brains are still up there on the ceiling. It looks up, and when you look, you see there's like a segment of dried hair and meat into the ceiling.
Oh, that explains that.
This place was attacked by something? Some big creature or something like that?
No, just everything started shaking and getting thrown around.
So I'm back. What the fuck have I missed?
A talking painting on the wall.
Who was aware when this place went down?
Cool. How long has it been?
Maybe 20, 30 minutes.
Okay.
Oh.
And you also missed the bottled emotions.
Falcon has 11 bottles of emotions stored in them.
Bottled emotions.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also, we found do you use enchantment magic?
On a very base level.
Because we found a wand that when you cast enchantment magic through it, you can give them disadvantage on the saving throw.
I mean, let's see. Oop, oopsie.
Don't look! Don't look!
Don't look at my spells.
Don't look at the spells I've used multiple times.
Look at that! Enchantment magic.
I hate it when I
Yay.
accidentally do something like that because you know me, I like to be secretive.
Now, the one thing to keep in mind, Samdi, is if you use a different focus, you don't gain the benefit of the other focus, which would be your +2 to DCs, but you would give them disadvantage. But that's just... yeah.
I'll just hold on to it for now. We'll probably throw this at Kat if she shows up again.
Yeah. So, I
Is
guess.
that attunement?
No attunement required.
Okay, I'll hold on to it.
So, you ever? I'm talking to the painting right now. You ever, by chance, hear of a person named Glenn Strider, who's writing books called "The Echoes of the Shattered Veil"?
No, I don't care for many individuals. Some of the students are worth learning about, but honestly, most of them were horrendous storytellers. It got so bad I couldn't let any of them into the privates of the dormitory.
Oh.
So then they told me I could no longer ask them to regale me. Instead, I had to ask them a question, and they had to see through my regaling.
Hmm.
We got some wonderful storytellers here.
So if we do that, then you would let us in on whatever's behind the private dormitories.
Yes, to the private dormitories, and wherever else you go is your business. But you can't go any further without answering me at least 3 of these correctly.
Well, let me ask you this first before we start on that. Are you able to speak to the storyteller?
No.
reason why I
Why would I
ask
want to
is 'cause-
speak to that buffoon?
Well, you were talking about stories and the student. I see.
I
was just
told
gonna
you
say,
he tells very one-dimensional stories. I don't care
He
what
does.
he says.
Vance is amazing. Vance, this is Vance. He's amazing at stories. Autobiography, whatever that word is, stories.
Autobiographical?
I can't say it with the accent.
Autobio, yeah.
Autobio.
Now I wanted to say autobio.
That's how Somdi pronounces it.
Something go, ooh, where? Like,
An automatic bayou.
but yes, I am able to allow you to wander through since you have somebody in the directory with you, but you have to answer at least 3 of these questions correctly.
All right, buddy, shoot.
Buddy?
Sorry, you never gave me your name.
Beatrix.
Beatrix, sorry.
Lady Beatrix.
Losidonian.
Lady Beatrix.
Bow again and say, please, lady, continue.
I'm woven in magic, both big and small. A web of magic that captures all. What am I so frail and fine, yet holds enchantments, yours and mine?
Big and small.
It could be the dream catcher. It
I-
could be the magical weave.
Does this painting have a face?
Yes. A round-shaped Victorian-style woman.
Can I, as Falbin is saying that, can I just study her face to see if she has any like tics or?
Sure, insight check.
24.
She seems very unimpressed with Monkey and Glenn, and she seems to at least expect more from Falbin and from Vance because of the way that they've been able to speak to her so graciously.
So she doesn't have a reaction to Falbin saying weave or dreamcatcher.
Oh, she does not react in any manner to either of those 2 words. Not like she's holding a stone cold face, but like she has no reaction to them.
I mean, I'm reading this. From what I'm hearing, it sounds like the weave might make sense.
But enchantments, that's the piece that doesn't really make sense out of it, because why would it only hold? It holds more magic than just enchantments.
Mm-hmm.
So enchantments of yours and mine is the piece that seems awkward.
Excuse me, hold on one second.
I mean, it could be
Sorry.
it could be the heart,
Well,
where people hold their enchantments with each other.
Yeah,
and also,
except,
go ahead.
well, except a web of magic that captures all.
Right,
Doesn't
like a mirror,
always-
like some kind of mirror weave.
Generally, riddles are more circumspect than that. I mean, it could just be love. Could be language.
Any Joey, any reaction from the painting when can I do an insight check when I say mirror weave?
You may roll.
All right, give me one second. I gotta get back.
I kind of like the answer love. That seems pretty good.
I will warn you, Tim, the player, is notoriously terrible at riddles. So.
Yeah, it's all right. Most of y'all are.
There we go.
But it's a school of enchantment. They got to do things
Yeah.
enchantment-wise.
And this is with advantage, by the way. Nat 20 for
27.
27.
You analyze her face, and you are positive that with all of the suggestions thrown out so far, she has had no reaction to any of them.
Cool. Not really cool, but cool.
And not that she's hiding her reaction, it's that she hasn't had a reaction to any of these words said so far.
Woven in spells, both big and small, web of magic that captures all. I look around the room. Is there any physical, like, items that seem woven? Are there throw blankets, rugs?
Oh, yes,
Stuff
there's throw blankets, there's rugs, the curtains that are also thrown to the side. Any tool proficiencies you have?
No, they're all instruments. Bard,
Gotcha.
you don't get.
It's instrumental that you have those. Oh.
Woven.
My only guess is verbal component. It's just a stupid idea.
Song?
Mm.
I think song is the best one so far.
Oh, you guys are the bards.
Well, you were looking at that their music box. Did you notice any songs in there that might be related to this?
I mean, there was a lot of songs in there. I mean, I definitely use song in any of my magic.
And this is a Bard college, by the way. So
It is not particularly a bard college.
Oh,
it is the
I thought you said
It is the dormitory college for all enchantment magic. Most commonly, bards find their way here, but that is also enchantment wizards, sorcerers,
gotcha. Okay.
and this is predominantly a wizard school. It's just this; they don't discriminate against any learning process for individuals to have their magic.
Okay, gotcha.
That's the only other answer I got.
Song is good. I thought love was good. Web of magic.
Could just be music as opposed to song, I guess.
Sure.
To be a little more generic.
But woven in spells isn't always magic. It could be a story. Maybe.
All right.
Could be even something smaller, like a single note.
Well, but if it's including both big and small, then that would probably be more than just a single note, I would think.
Probably.
And her whole scenario was that she was interested in a good story. So it could very well just be poetry or I don't know.
I don't got any ideas. I thought it was the weave.
Problem is that weave is, I guess weave's not, no, woven and web are both in there. That makes me think it's too close to the word.
Right.
But
Right.
Well, based on Cat, I know that. I believe you told me that spells require something that's sometimes verbal or like a movement somatic or an item, some type of material item.
I think we should just say, bite the bullet and say either music, song, whatever. This is
One with really good arcana that could do a checking of their mind.
If only somebody here could.
yeah, magic really wasn't something I studied very heavily at Bardic College. I was more focused on singing and drinking.
I did.
So,
Falvin, roll an Arcana check.
And then there you go. Plus, also, Joey, I've got researcher because
Okay.
I'm sage background. So if there's something that I've read that I can recall it.
So, the way that this is articulated, and you know that this is a mage school, meaning it is meant around learning, it is meant around experiencing the ways of doing magic, that you think everybody's thinking a bit too grandiose around it. Something that can be woven in spells that are big and small. That seems to be referring to spells big and small, not the object big and small. A web of magic that captures all. Captures, you think that you could find a different word for capture that would hold true, like hold.
Right.
And that's the biggest hint I will grant you.
Got it.
maybe they're being pragmatic and we should just say silence as in the spell. I hate riddles.
What about command?
At this point, I'm studying Joey's face.
There's a total of 5 of these riddles. You can only skip 2. If you answer 3 correctly, you pass on through.
Got it. It's yours and mine. Yours and mine.
charm.
It could very well be charm or calm emotions or charm person.
I guess I was thinking charm more of the status than charm the actual specific spell, but
Yeah, I know.
That's ignoring the first line, though, because...
oh, that's true. No, I mean charm is something you can weave into spells.
Yeah.
There's plenty of spells that are considered charm spells or charming spells, which is most of what enchantment falls under.
Yeah. It captures all.
Keep in mind the hints that you gain because of your check. So another way to look at it, since the hint I gave you, would be I'm woven in spells that are big and small, a
Right.
web of magic that holds all.
Suggestion: there's a small version and a big version.
Yeah.
It has to do more with hold.
If it's a web of magic that holds all, it's the weave. The weave holds all magic.
If we
Kind
skip
of-
one, can we go back to it?
I'm trying to figure out if Monkey gets bored. He's bored. He walked. Excuse me, Lady Beatrix. I got to do something over here. And
The restrooms are over there on that door.
appreciate it.
Yes.
As a player, I am leaning towards weave, but
Yes, you may skip and come back after you've heard the others.
Let's try a different one and see what we get.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Hold on.
Hold
Oh.
on. Hold.
I mean, we can. If we try a different one, that means we pass this. I just want to say hold person. With the hint. That's the only thing I can say. So that way we don't know. We're probably not going to know anything by the time we check next one.
You missed what he asked, which was if you skip it and can you come back to it? Which is yes, you can skip and come back.
and I'm thinking it's not like a specific spell because it says that it's woven in spells, both cantrips and big spells,
Yeah.
and it's being held. So I don't think it's a specific spell. But Monkey doesn't say that because he's bored.
Fine. So we skip the next one?
Well, you hear the next one. You can always come back to the first one.
All right, let's hear the next one.
Okay. I bring forth dreams, both wondrous and strange. In slumber's realm, I range and exchange, with the power to enchant and make thoughts soar. What am I, which you use to explore?
Imagination.
Yeah, I would go with imagination.
Is that your final answer?
Seems good to me.
I feel pretty significantly.
That's our
Uh-oh.
final answer, my lady.
Final answer.
You are correct.
All right, I'm done. It's up to you guys.
Next riddle. I'm hidden in stories, myth, and lore. A source of wonder and magic galore. With characters and spells, I weave a tale. What am I behind every enchanting detail?
The writer.
Writer, author.
Author. That's probably just as good of a word.
Is this your final answer?
I would say yes.
Congratulations, you are correct.
All right, Beatrice. Thank you, lady.
Thank you for having some amount of wit to yourselves. I come in many colors, a vibrant array, to lift your spirits and brighten your day. With tricks and illusions, I create delight. What am I? Casting an enchanting light. I hate how it breaks them up on size.
Yeah.
It's annoying, but it's there.
Crystals.
Yeah,
I don't know. You guys are all welcome to chime in, but it sounds like crystals to me.
Red Bee, they come in many colors, kind of like Roy.
Well, there's some
Rainbows.
over.
Crystal seems fine with me.
Well, let me. What am I casting? Enchanting. crystal.
It's actually color spray now.
Well, that's what I was thinking originally was color spray, but crystal.
Crystals, though, when you pass light through them, shine a rainbow usually, or a hue, depending on.
Well, and that's why I was thinking. So the many colors, a vibrant array, which reminds me of rainbows and Roy G. Biv.
Right.
Yeah, and crystals come in a bunch of different colors. So
Is that your final answer?
yes. So
You are only correct on a technicality. A prism crystal is the proper terminology.
you know what they say, technically correct is the best correct.
No,
Technically, you are correct.
glad we don't have to go to prison for that one.
Now,
Prism? Never mind.
the last one.
Didn't we only need 3?
Are you not curious?
Oh
I'm
yeah.
Oh,
Lady-
absolutely.
Lady Matrix, I would love to hear the last one.
There we go. I'm worn on the hand, a symbol of grace, a touch of magic in an elegant space. With gems and gold, I enchant and beguile. What am I? To wear in enchantment's style.
My first guess would be a ring.
Not a bad answer. But
I mean, it's worn on the hand. It's made out of gems and gold.
yeah, I
it's
know.
probably a specific type of ring.
A wedding ring?
I was thinking either a wedding ring or an engagement ring.
Do engagement rings have gems?
Generally, engagement does more than wedding.
Really? So yeah,
At least
engagement.
where I'm from.
I don't know. I haven't been married, and I don't really.
I have never
Yeah.
been married. I've just
I
been with a
haven't
lot of
brushed my
wives.
hair frequently enough.
Yeah, because
to-
usually on the engagement ring it has the diamond and stuff like that, and then the wedding band is just a band or it might have subtle things around it.
Right.
Oh, your wedding traditions are weird.
Maybe that's why my marriage didn't last. Did it wrong. Just kidding. Um.
Here's a shoelace. Wear it with pride.
That's not how it works. And anyway,
I gave her the tab off my Coors Light. We're pretty serious.
I broke up with him because it was a light beer.
Yeah.
Or
Ors
it could
don't
be
have
like a signet ring. I'm worn on the hand, a symbol of grace.
If
I-
we were
I-
just
We could just go with ring and try for the technicality again, but I don't know.
Well,
if
and we've
two of those.
gotten 3 of them, so we should be good.
I'm gonna go. I think the engagement ring is really a good answer.
All right.
Lady Beatrice, engagement ring. Final answer.
Wrong.
Fuck hell.
It is
see-
the pinky ring, which is the most graceful and elegant of them all. A symbol of status without work, without the need to protect yourself that much.
Oh, we view that as in very different lights. Hmm.
But anyways, you've answered 3 of them correctly, and I can tell you now that the first answer you all were incredibly far away from. The answer was a spell book.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Now it makes perfect sense.
It holds
Pinky
the
ring, though?
spells.
Oof.
It's woven in spells that are big and small. It's spell book.
Yeah.
Regardless, you all are allowed to venture forth. The doors open up, swing wide, and I think that's where we're going to call the session this week, everybody. GG's! Congratulations, you are getting further and further into the academy without needing to murder everybody. Yet. Thank you for subbing in the other 2 as well. Really do appreciate it.
Very welcome.
Players,
Thanks, guys.
Thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a great time. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
This entire time.